Hello. How goes, people? Yeah, that's right. We're doing a single player campaign. What is this? Someone else is hosting a tournament at a little bit of an inconvenient time today. So I was like, you know what? Why not play some campaign? There's no tournament today, but tomorrow instead is going to be the Nurgle Fiesta. And we're going to be doing shotguns only. So that's Chaos Dwarven Blunderbusses is the goal that we will be aiming for. Can it be done? I don't know, man. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. No extra challenges. Let's see how far we can get. Trizik. I did see your meme. The melee wood elves. Diomed, what's up? Meaty Dangler? Yeah, no tourney. Oh boy. So I played the first like one turn in this, and it's already pretty difficult. Unfortunately, with only 2 shotguns, the first battle is actually a little spicy. Does Iron Demon count as a shotgun? Ooh. I'll leave it up to chat. Does Iron Demon count as a shotgun? Let's see here. All right. Let's see what the vote looks like. But yeah, this guy, no heroes. That's not a shotgun. Although I think some heroes can actually, I think the Castellans. I think the Castellans also count as shotguns. Seems like people are pretty pro Iron Demon. That's a relief. Barely though. Alright. But yeah, I got Astrogoth and 2 blunderbusses. Now I am allowing myself some lords. Let's see here. Blunder. Ooh, reload time reduction, and it only takes 5 turns to research. Hell yeah. Skirmish Iron Demon. Okay, yeah, I guess the Iron Demon is a shotgun. Also, Noble Naldor, I enabled exercise. It's there, man. You goodies. All right, so first battle. First battle's difficult. There are many a foe to deal with here. Hey, there it is. Oh boy, all right. Starting off with the squats. What about Death Shrieker Scatter Shot? Ooh. Is Death Shrieker Scatter shot a shotgun? This is all things with multi-projectiles. Demon stretch. Oh, thank you. Oh, all right, here we go. This battle's gonna be a bit. The way to play this is we gotta go super far back. Use Astrogoth. Thank you for the stretches. How do you stretch before squats? Are you supposed to like do the leg thing? You like pull your leg back? What's the thing? Rockets are definitely shotguns. All right, sick. That means you actually have like a few units. Okay, 6, 7, 8. There's not much to do while we wait for this. 9. Isn't it a rocket launcher? Yeah, but it's a shotgun rocket. If you think about it, it is kind of a shotgun. All right. So we'll get another one of these. 12, 13, 14. and 15. Alright. Alright, we're good. Anyways, technically Astrogoth is not a shotgun. But, I'm pretty sure we would immediately die if we don't use Astrogoth here. So, the rule that we're sticking with. The rule that I'm going to be sticking with is that the main army, like units that I recruit, they gotta be shotgun units. So we're allowed Deathstreaker, Shotgun Scattershot, Iron Demons, and Blunderbusses. Hopefully it goes well. Now we know Astrogoth is Chad. Pretty good melee stats. Very high HP pool. Should be able to beat up a basic greenskin. No problem. And as soon as he dies, I will have the leadership debuff on them to rout him off, because while he's around, these guys are gonna be a big pain. Dreadquake mortars, unless it has a shotgun, unless it has multiple projectiles, I don't think it counts. Shotgun anarchist, anything can be a shotgun. So reminds me a lot of the plate versus bowl debate. Anyways, as you can see here, sick plays for days, right? So we use our shotguns here to blast these wolf riders with the Lord Loss penalty. Blast the orc boys with the Lord Loss penalty. Slightly lower leadership is all I need to hold here. We are on legendary, right? -8 leadership, or +8 difficulty modifier. Anyways, we'll get a fadeaway shot over there, and then these gobbo archers should go down pretty easily. Astrogoth is busy distracting the black orcs. We're gonna turn on guard mode, even though in theory it doesn't do anything, but you never know. You can never be quite sure. I usually don't use guard mode to continue firing in melee in multiplayer because of the micro, but in campaign, when there's not a lot going on, you might as well be a little superstitious. For anyone who doesn't know, if you want your units to keep shooting even when they're in melee, fire at will has to be on. Not guard mode. It don't do nothing. Also, Astrogoth should book it. We aren't doing PvP today? No. No PvP. Not today. Not today. A tournament was hosted at a little bit of a weird time, and it's been a while since I actually played campaign. Can I get these guys to shoot in combat? If I just give them a right click, will they fire? There's a few units that can, but it appears these guys cannot. We're gonna need to give some support fire here. Oh no, it looks like some of them are shooting. Oh dang, yo, look at that. Took them a hot second, but they got there. Holy crap. It's actually almost OP. Hey, look at that fadeaway shot too. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're crushing it. Oh my gosh, there we go. So goodbye all the archers. And that means I just gotta kill a couple black orcs now. Easier said than done. Black orcs are pretty chonky, but definitely not too difficult. Let's get the orc boys down over there. Rear charge them maybe. There we go. Huzzah! Battle number 1 is won. After already a pretty decent amount of effort, but as soon as I get 20 of these guys, we'll be set for life. Huzzah! Has a siege beta. I haven't tried the siege beta. It doesn't seem like it really changes that much. So I don't have it enabled just so it's not a pain to switch between that and multiplayer. Oh boy, we're ignoring slugs now. Oh, that's true. That's true, slugs. But I don't think Like, if you include slugs, then yeah, I guess anything can be a shotgun. What is a sword but a sharpened, non-firing shotgun that you slash at people with? But no, we're limiting ourselves to the most shotgunny type units. Do I want laborers? Man, Chaos Dwarf economy is always a little weird. Yeah, let's get the laborers. How do we siege with shotguns? I guess we just hope they sally out. I guess, yeah, I guess that's about it. Should I get Flamestorm? Should I get a Flaming Sword, my favorite? Clearly, I don't want to go blue line and red line. This is not about Astrogoth. This is about the shotguns, which we will be min-maxing. The big question? Can I actually take this settlement? So that's a lot of units, right? Astrogoth is a little injured. So it's not like he's able to, like, easily take the settlement, but you never know. Well, magic is not a shotgun? Yeah. Astrogoth is also not a shotgun. But, you know, until I can easily mod in, you know, Astrogoth to just use a shotgun in battle, we're gonna have to stick with this. Okay, Valiant Defeat. It's, there's no Black Orcs. There's no Lord. This should be winnable. Here we go! We just wait 10 turns? Yeah, we'll just siege them out. Easy peasy. Flames of Asgore is shotgun. Okay, actually, if the rule is multiple projectiles, out of the spells, Flames of Asgore is the most shotgun. You could say Burning Wrath also spawns multiple vortexes, therefore it is also shotgun. I don't know how silly you guys want to get with this. We won't get too silly with it, I swear. Don't forget to spend your laborers. Yeah, I'll do it at the end turn. What's there to do with laborers though? What am I even supposed to get done with them? Okay, so the wolf riders are actually kind of problematic last battle, so I'm going to focus fire them first. Use Astrogoth here to get his blast scroll going. I said blast scroll. Blast scroll going. Come on, game. It's using the ranged fire attack. Ah, whatever. We got shotguns, man. Bro, game did not want to work with me there. Jeez. All right, can I get a blast scroll in here maybe? Hey, that's gonna slow them down just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. All right, light them up. And then kite. Kite for your lives, you darn dwarves. And then as soon as they reach here, I should be able to do that. Thus, pointing them in the right direction to immediately fire. Here we go. Nice. Pretty good shots overall. Greenskins are a little bit faster than me, but the AI is not the best at chasing. We might be okay here. Okay, maybe they're slightly better at chasing than I gave him credit for. One thing I can do though is just sit and shoot. It's a fun thing you can do against the AI, which is to just stand your ground and just fire as if the melee doesn't matter. So if we position like so, they should still be able to just fire away. Though, definitely not the prettiest engagement I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, no, they're not shooting. Pull back! This is a settlement battle, so even if we lose this, I might be able to re-siege them. Let's see here. Alright, here we go. God. This is not very good, dude. My boys are gonna rout, man. They're too slow. What's the speed diff? 28 to 30? They're slightly too slow. Although it seems like the AI really is having a hard time chasing these normal gobos. Okay, maybe I can get Astrogoth in there. We'll give it a shot. Pun actually not intended. Alright, let's use this. Burning Wrath. Maybe I can just give him a right click here and... Oh, Jesus, the wah. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I think this settlement was too mighty for me. I actually kind of preferred the Black Orcs to this. The Black Orcs were at least slow. Now, we're not done for, though. All I gotta do is pull back and heal. Alright, Astrogoth. And he's gonna stuck. Come on, you're supposed to be a Chad, bro. What happened to your mass? He has 2,500 mass. One gobbo is slowing him down. There we go. Nice. Good job, Astrogoth. And we're gonna book it. We're gonna retreat from this fight. Screw this fight. Okay, so now we know our limitations. So as it stands currently, I can kill about 5 units. 8 units is too much. Though I'll take the little bit of experience we get from that. How do we let's see here. There's no way you can win this. Ooh, Skull Cannon ROR. Dude, Skull Cannon ROR would be sick. If only I could have more than one. Then Corn would actually be hype. Alright, so there we go. We are back here, ready and waiting. Now, my limitations on my units. Blunderbusses is at 2. It will take 6 turns to get more blunderbusses. I see. So I could upgrade this building and get it done immediately. It can get the Infernal Castellan. Does anyone know if the Infernal Castellan has a shotgun? Anybody know? I will rush construction just to get that Castellan. If that is the case. I can also do this. Sacrifices for Tsar Nagran. Conclave influence. He does? Oh, sick. Alright. Alright, here we go. We gotta get the Castellan going then. Get him equipped. Post-battle loot. And we hear action success chance. Wound chance. Okay. So, I think this guy is the best one of the bunch. And if we go here, type in shot. He has piercing shots. Infernal slugs. Okay, explosive bullets. He has a shotgun skill tree thingy. Is this it? Infernal slugs? Well, they're called slugs, right? So if it's literally called slugs, like I think that's fine. Yeah, it's not quite the same, but it's literally called slugs. It's explosive. That's not a shotgun. No, it's but it's slugs. All right, I think that has to count. It's not a multi-shot, but like it's, you know, if it's literally called a shotgun in game, it even reduces his range. It's perfect. It has the range of a shotgun, even better. All right, now I'm not allowed to use them until I get this. So level 5. I guess I can damage some walls or something. Or the walls I can actually damage nearby. There's Carrick Vlag. Oh, hell yeah, that one has walls. All right, so I'll send him over there. All right, and then we're gonna do the usual thing in these challenges and just sit back and relax a little bit. It's called Slug Thrower in lore. Yeah, that 100%. 100%. What if it is a multi-shot? Somehow it's a multi-shot slug. Man, I didn't realize. I actually thought there was only one shotgun unit. Little did I know. Alright, so here we go. So this guy needs to go to Carrick Vlag, and he has to go on his training arc to, I guess, craft his own shotgun or something. We are maxed over here, but looky there, armaments have improved, which means I can go to the armory stock and increase the number of shotguns I can have. Now, manufacture is all good and everything. The problem is it costs me resources. That's the Vampire Coast passive ability. A lot of extra damage. But it costs 8 upkeep. I'd rather just get more shotguns. I kinda need it real bad, right? With only 3 units, we are very limited until we can get more. And now only 10 armaments a turn. That is slow. The next one is... Okay, it doesn't increase by too much. Only 187. Not impossible. And for home base... You can get an Iron Demon tier 2? Bro, that's insane. Maybe I should have just gotten an Iron Demon. Maybe I should have. Let's see here. Any of these even remotely good? Hero recruit rank. Income generated. Yeah, I kind of really want that Iron Demon. I could build tall this campaign. It's not like I need anything else here, right? Walls? Who need walls? Walls are for the weak. We are strong. Oh boy, what do you think of the siege rework? Haven't played it yet. I saw a Zerkovich video on it and I was like, alright, that seems pretty cool. Doesn't seem like it does enough though. As far as I can tell based off of Zerkovich's video, I don't think the siege rework does enough. I think they need to slap on way more and just revamp a ton of settlements. Jeez. Alright. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, and we got armaments too. Sick. Amazing. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. Let's see here. And it's okay. I got plan. So we just go back home. We recruit this. I can't even get another Castellan because he's wounded. I'd rather he be dead. He'll be back better than ever. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Castellans have shotguns, but they shoot slugs. However, that is still definitely shotgun material. Man, that Castellan. It's a good start for him. Very good start for him. Yeah, Chaos Swords, you can get to tier 5 super fast if you know what you're doing. Return to traditional shotguns. Really? He's sieging me, broski? I can probably just auto-resolve him, right? Yeah. Eat that auto. And then I got a shield of some sort, I guess. One of the items. Alright. I am allowing myself auto-resolves just because, this is just meant to be a quick day. Alright, there you go. Extra damage from my guns. Jeez, I really gotta up the armaments. I gotta get this settlement. I need to get this settlement to get armaments. Yeah, but no, seriously, they gotta change the siege maps a lot. Like, they gotta just make the siege maps like... They should be closer to choke point land battles. I think choke point land battles are way more fun than siege battles. You know why? Even though they don't have all the flair or anything, right? Like, literally, the map is just a choke point. But why do people get excited when they see a choke point land battle? Because the enemy blobs up. You can control your forces, and if you need to, you can retreat back and use a cavalry. It works. It just works. So I feel like that's all they really gotta do. Just do that as a baseline, and then they can kind of work from there. Also, the choke point's big enough to fit more than half a unit in. But yeah, I think that's like that's kind of what I want. Jeez, Tabashi. Go one step further. It might be a little bit too much for this chat. We want to keep it a little A little more chill. Although I think that's like right before the line. I don't want to worry about it too much. But geez Louise, man. All right, sick. Upgrades are done. Does anything else help blunderbusses? Blunder. As it seems, it appears that's literally it. That's kind of sad. Okay, no, this helps blunderbusses. So it's the search thing just isn't working then, right? All right. We might as well get that one. He speaks the truth. Dang, my chat getting Slaneshi all of a sudden. Yo, what do you do with money as Chaos Dwarves? Is there something you can do with money? All right, sick. Take these. We take these. All right. I'm still getting tips for some reason. So, what we need is we need to get armaments. Yeah, to generate armaments. That's gonna help us out a lot. We got the firing drills. Trade caravans. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not doing only war. I forgot. Yo, I have played only war campaigns so much, I actually forgot that trade caravans were a thing. Jeez. All right, anyways, let's get these non-shotgun units out of there. I'm so used to these caravans just dying immediately that I literally forgot they were a mechanic for the Chaos Dwarves. Now, we're gonna go to Drakenhof. Actually, you know what? Who has the biggest guns? If we actually had to take a look around, right? Who would have the best Daka? Probably the Ogre Kingdoms, right? Go to the Halls of Greases. Yeah, I think if there's something that's gonna give us Daka, it's him. Either that or we go to the Valerie. Trade with ourselves. That's kind of boring. Alright, there you go. That should be good. Let's see here. And yep, we're still maxed out over there. But we can finally get what we've been looking for. And that is going to be... Where's it at? Armaments 50 per turn. So that's going to give me a 6x increase in the number of armaments. And I literally need nothing else. We're even gonna rush construction. That gives me a nice little extra bit of armaments. Do I have any other objectives? Fight 3 battles. Complete a trade with a military convoy. Manufactory upgrade in the Hellforge. Gives me more armaments. Oh my god. Nobody ever told me that this was just free. So we just gotta apply it. Because it's actually a net gain in armaments. We're really pulling out all the stops here. Followed by an Iron Demon construction. Oh my gosh, now we're cooking. Oh, this thing's not gonna last very long, but I think we're definitely getting places now. All right, maybe that's a little too much. Maybe we'll leave it at tier 1. All right, as soon as I get an Iron Demon though, in multiplayer it's OP, man. In single player, it's gotta be the most busted thing ever. Ogre Artillery is shotgun. Actually, if I become friends with Greasus, yes, I can get an Iron Blaster, which is also a shotgun. I should ally with all the shotgun factions. Is there a way I can ally with the dwarves so that I can get an allied recruitment of all the shotguns in the game? What's it? There's dwarves. I need to ally with Cathay. The problem is allying with dwarves is actually impossible. But campaign shenanigans go very hard. Hell yeah. All right, so this time, can I win? Probably not, right? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. But I can siege them to stop them from recruiting. Which is... It's just gonna have to be good enough, guys. I don't know what to say. Oh, Vampire Coast! Yes, Vampire Coast have shotguns. Yeah, I can give some settlements away. Random weapon or armor every 6 turns. Armaments. I really need armaments. Casualty replan. Yeah, I think I literally just have to go for the armaments one. Give me that. Oh, hell yeah. And we got some influence. We got some conclave influence. Our armaments are on the net positive. We'll have trains in a second. Ah, hell yeah. Let's see here now. Yeah, how can I become friends with Greasus? That's the real question. If you throw a lot of money and gifts at the dwarves, won't they eventually still declare war with you though? Can I like fight their enemies for them? Can I vassalize them? Surely that's impossible. But like, what if I just like bring, like, what if they get brought down to one settlement, you know? And I'm like, I come in as their savior, you know? Brothers in arms once again. We can be the good guy chaos dwarves. I'll kill the other chaos dwarves just to befriend the normal dwarves. Get them shotguns in. Okay, I don't need sneaky gits, for they do not have guns. Castellan's back, baby. All right, so he's gonna make his way over here. Wound him. He failed. He will level up eventually, though. All right, so you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna rush that construction because I literally just need iron demons. The moment we get iron demons, this campaign's basically done for. These guys are insane. Can't go for anything else. They're not shotguns. Ah, hell yeah. Yo, 3 blunderbusses and 2 iron demons. There's no way we lose this now, man. This is gonna be disgusting. Yeah, I would love to try to get the dwarven shotguns. I would love to try and get the vampire coast shotguns. Now we need to feel the desperation that made you turn to Hashut. Holy crap, that goes hard. All right. Unfortunately, if I fight them, though, they'll never ally with me. It would just ruin my diplomacy with them forever. Can't have that going now. The bones of the maw. Fiery breath. Get breath attacks. Technically multiple projectiles. All right. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna get another convoy. This one. Okay. This is good. This one's actually perfect. It has. It already has an iron demon and 2 blunderbusses. Holy crap. So then we can go here. Yeah, give me the trades. Dispatch them up. All right. We go here. We give them actually, I kind of like the obsidian lodestone. Outriders with repeaters. Ooh, that one's kind of. Oh man, I don't know. If you glue a bunch of guns together, does that really make it a shotgun? I feel like I'm less interested in that. On a scale of most shotgun to normal gun, I feel like it is a little bit too close to just a bunch of normal guns, you know? Like a gun line of units is clearly not a shotgun, right? It's a normal formation of Empire handgunners. So I don't know. It's a little sus. It's a little sus. I'll think on it. If I ever ally with the Empire, we'll come back to it. We'll loop around. Okay, Iron Demons are almost done. I'm telling you guys, as soon as I have Iron Demons, this campaign's over, man. Single player, multiplayer has prepared me for this completely. So which one of these gives me, man, I have not played a lot of Chaos Wars. Any of these give me anything other than raw materials output? Armaments? Arm. Ah, hell yeah. Yeah, give me that. If it's rifled, we don't want it. I feel like it's probably rifled. Oh man. Dude, I did not realize. And when I started this campaign, I really thought it would just be the one thing. We're really exploring the shotgun space here. Immensely. Much more than I thought dwarvishly possible. Definitely bows ain't guns. All right, here we go. Isn't the answer, does it use shot? Oh crap, dang it, that might actually, but then the Death Shriek rocket launcher uses rockets, but people feel like it's still a shotgun because it spreads at the end. So I feel like it's not quite there. I think the shotgun is, it's right here, right? You feel it in, you feel it in the soul. I don't need a mammoth. Screw that, biz. You there? Wound. Jeez, he's gonna take ages to level up. All right, plan B. I'm getting antsy. I'm here for some murdering. Now you guys might think this is a bad fight. Crap, it's a siege battle. Is this easier or harder as a siege battle? So I don't have the siege update. You know what? I'll just siege him, let him sally out. Come at me, bro. In an open field, these trains will wreck shop. Luminarch's definitely not a shotgun. Way too accurate. If it feels like a sniper, I don't want it. It has to have low range. Oh, geez, Azag. Payments. Greenskins don't have shotguns. I don't respect them. Get him out of here. Get him out of my face. Death Shriek as a projectile shotgun that shoots itself. What is this? Enter the Gungeon? Ah, hell yeah. All right, let's go. Prepare for some sick plays for days. Raw materials become armaments. Armaments become shotguns. Here we go. You don't need the gold, but I don't respect them. I will only ally factions that use the only respectable weapon of this campaign. Thunder Barge is, it does have shotguns on it. Thunder Barge is allowed. But it'll take me a while before I can actually get that now. Let's see if my multiplayer train micro is up to snuff. These things got nerfed a little while ago, but they're still beasts. Iron Drakes are flamethrowers. They're a little bit more respectable, but not quite. Not quite. They're definitely on the more of the not gun section now. We're gonna prove to y'all that Iron Demons are indeed shotguns. I've never seen a more shotgun type situation in my life. And obviously ramming the enemy with said shotguns is also completely fine. You know, shotguns were made for close quarters. This is a close quarter combatant. We love to see it. And as long as you keep these bad boys moving, you're good. So as soon as they start slowing down after charging the enemy, that's when you give them another move command. And there we go. Nice. And then the remnants of the forces will fall to the main line. As long as these squigs don't cause me too many issues. Hey, this will probably improve my campaign or my single player micro too, right? Like legitimately, this would actually be not too bad. Okay, I see some pump wagons in the distance. Turns out this army is a lot more wide than I initially gave it credit for. We're fine though. Oh, Necrofex? Ooh, oh man, but Necrofex, there's no way the Necrofex is rifled though, right? The thing is though, it's kind of like the Outriders. But in vibes, I think Necrofex gets there. I think Necrofex absolutely in vibes. Is definitely at least honorary. Also, looks like the damage is actually kind of high. The first line is getting a little bit antsy though, right? They're advancing a little bit too aggressively. We want to spread these boys out. We don't want to overkill with their fire here. And then Astrogoth is going to kill off this hero. He should be able to do that. He's shielded. He'll have a great time. There we go. Let's see. And then, we got to kill the squig herd. And the infantry, I can worry about a little bit later. Squig herd got to go first. This thing causes terror. We want to get it back in the action. Let's go. As you can see. Jeez. I can see why people like this unit. You know, in multiplayer, I didn't really get it. With campaign buffs, yeah. Yeah, this is where it's at, man. All right, change formation. We gotta shoot up these big guns. Terror routes abound will be coming in soon, so we look forward to that. That's for sure. Oh my goodness, what the crap? Jeez, man. All right. I can see why people want to see this, dude. Screw the Cathay shotguns, man. Dude, they don't do anything compared to these guys. Dang, look at them go. All right. I just need these trains to finish terror routing real quick. There we go. Oh man, Skaven, man. It's very surprised Skaven did not invent the shotgun before these other factions. All right, there we go. That's a big terror route. We're gonna shoot the pump wagons. They get deleted. Wow, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. All right, so that's just a full route. And we got pull back, and we gotta use our trains here to our advantage. Absolutely gotta use the trains. Otherwise, we're doomed. Astrogoth kind of getting cooked too. Definitely has to be a little wary. We're gonna have to pull back. This will actually be a fairly difficult battle, just because of the sheer quantity of greenskin units, but the few units that we have killed will give us a solid lead, as that is a big gun unit that is now gone and running for the hills. It's all about getting those crossing lines of fire here, right? Staying in melee but shooting at the same time is very important. Looks like they might route to the pump wagons, but the pump wagons are kind of getting a little bit obliterated too. There you go. That is one other gun unit back online and operational. Astrogoth, unfortunately, though, can again mulched. Train, however, train's putting in good work. Overall, how worried am I? Mildly. Worst case scenario, though, I can just retreat. We've already done a pretty massive amount of damage. Let's get the other train in here. And then Astrogoth, you will cast some magics. Look at those terror routes. Dang, dude. Oh my gosh. If these guys didn't have legendary difficulty leadership, jeez Louise, these trains would just wreck them. Come on, rally. Come on, rally, you darn Dawi. These guys are so far. You gotta rally. I swear, if you don't come back, you get back here right now. Oh my goodness, they left. They just left. All right. I guess I have the trains. Disappointment. Great disappointment. You've disappointed the overseers, and thou shall be punished for it. As soon as I am done finishing off this battle. Okay, maybe I have to disappoint the overseers too. This is... It's a hard maybe. How many of you guys have fate? It is mostly infantry. I think it comes down to whether or not I kill off this guy, Vorgaz, because he will probably... He's probably gonna kill off all my single entities here, right? Unless Astrogoth just goes full Chad mode. Come on, Astrogoth, you got this. Pretty good trains. The trains are going great. Oh man, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, I got... All right. That's the army loss. So the game putting an end to it. Oh geez, train gone. Train down. Valiant defeat. I'll take it. I'll have to re-recruit the train. All right, but they're pretty wounded. Best case scenario, they come running after me and they get blitzed because they don't have enough units here. Come on, come on. I actually kind of want them to chase me. Oh man, yo, if it was just this, we'd be fine. I guess the garrison had, geez, 14,000 units since when? All right, so we give it a false retreat. No chase down. Dang. All right. Well, you got me there, greenskins. Keep the beasts at bay. Sacrificial Iron Demon. I don't think we're gonna kill 4 Chaos Warriors, a giant, 2 Chaos Warhounds, a spawn, a troll, and a lord with 1 Iron Demon and 2 shotguns. Oh, my lodestone. All right, it's fine. I wanted that breath attack anyways. Is this whole campaign copium? Here's the thing. I only need a little bit of... it only takes a little bit before we really start rolling here. That does buff the Iron Demon. Unfortunately, it buffs ammunition and accuracy. You don't have to tell me twice that that's pretty garbage. Yeah. Although the gold chevrons, where it's at? Where are they at? Bloodied Bombardment. Yeah, I gotta work to those gold chevrons. Redeem to hydrate, thank you. All right, here we go. This is the worst Castellan I've ever seen. This is the worst Castellan. He'll get there eventually, guys. Now, I can't up my war machines. War machines are good. Blunderbusses are cheaper. I can get 2 blunderbusses, which is absolutely worth it. We now have 8 units to our name. Unfortunately, manufacturing is going to run out of juice for this. So we'll just get rid of that. And I'll enjoy my greater income. Yes. And then the trains. Okay, we already have a convoy going, so I don't need to worry about that too much. Look, not bad then, right? Can I convert money to laborers? I don't think so. I don't think I have an option, really. I'd have to, like, ship them around, right? That's what the train system is for. Dang! How long till death streak? A little ways away. Stumbled over your content randomly on YouTube. Oh, hell yeah, your terracotta spam tourney to be exact. And I want to ask if you have any advice for trying out multiplayer, since I've been interested in it, but was very intimidated by it. Also, is one tricking a viable thing in multiplayer? Yes. So starting out playing one faction is absolutely the way to go. Most people do that. I started as dwarves myself, actually. Holy moly. Cover our escape. It's fine. I got an endless supply of these guys. Valiant defeat. No problem. No problem. All right. But yeah, you can absolutely make do with just a single faction early on. Many factions are SFTs, so you just have to play one faction. And it's not as bad as you'd think. Once you, so because the way tournaments work, the Swiss tournaments, so when you lose matches, you match into people that have also lost their rounds. Also, these guys are just allies, okay? They're just allies. They don't actually count challenge. Kind of like if I ally with the dwarves, all right? You can't control them. They're just part of the settlement. Your riots. There'll be riots because of this. But yeah, when it comes to multiplayer, usually you'll lose 2 rounds, but once you get to your 3rd opponent, you'll actually be facing new players too. Don't have to worry about it too much. And honestly, if you just copy some builds that you see online, you're probably going to have a good enough army to have a good time. Especially if you get a solid meta build. There's a lot of them out there. Then of course there's just a bunch of community resources that you can tap into. It's a good time. Main Cathay, please. He said he likes dwarves, which means Cathay's probably not out of the question. All right, Astrogoth, don't you dare die. Astrogoth's doing his best. He has Cascading Fire Cloak. This thing just friendly fire my dwarves. Is Astrogoth getting beat up by this dude? Come on, Astrogoth. God dang it. Oh man, whatever. Whatever, bro. Feels like my tournament run all over again. You know, you can actually be one of the best players in the world and still throw your lord every single battle. Speaking from experience, you can get pretty far with a really bad lord control. You'd be surprised. You'd be very, very surprised just how far you can get. All right. And then we just turn fire, and then we get. Yo, yesterday's lord throw. Oh my gosh. I will not lie. That genuinely had me thinking about it for at least a couple hours. My lord throwing, it's a really bad habit. I really gotta shake it. I just don't know how. It's in my blood. Oh man, kind of want a Marathi running from Wild Riders meme, dude. I swear, yo, as fun as those magic builds are, they really spend a little too much money on them, right? Units are for trading, yes. Yes, yo, I think I would be great at chess, you know? It'd be amazing. Alright, yeah, we'll just get a Rando Lord. Any of these guys good? Magic item theft chance, hell yeah. Aw, dang, it doesn't come with movement range. Well, that's a little awkward. I guess we're stuck recruiting the train for more turns. We're waiting for Astrogoth anyways, it's fine. Not if you throw your king every game. The king is more like the capture points and domination. The queen is more like your lord. God dang it, Grimgor. He smells blood in the water. He wants revenge. Also, yeah, on Total Tavern. Meaty Dangle, I should just make you a mod at this point, right? / mod at Meaty the Meaty Dangler. There you go. You should be able to post links and stuff now. I feel like you've been around long enough and have been helpful long enough where I think that's a fairly safe bet. In terms of responsibilities, don't worry about it too much. Enjoy the privilege. Let's see. You're not like you're set on only playing dwarves. There's a few factions that will get punished a lot less than dwarves, but dwarves are a good starter faction for sure. All right. Really, the convoys are still recovering? What is this madness? Blunderbusses are expensive. All right. Okay, they really want me to just get another convoy. Sure. Oh wait, no. Add master. Can I? Is this the one that I had earlier? Yeah, it was. Then what is this? All right, sure. I guess I just have to re-add them. All right. Back to the halls of Greasus. What is this? It costs armaments. I don't got no armaments. All right, who has guns? Where are they at? Everyone's trading armaments. They want armaments. And they'll give me money. Is there any trade that will go the other way around? I have some money for raw materials, I guess. Money for labor. I guess raw materials doesn't hurt. Trading with the greenskins, though? I don't respect them. Alright, there we go. Should be a relatively safe journey. Away you go. And then, I guess we just keep hitting that end turn. Someone call for a Karstein. Karsteins don't got shotties. Unless you count Gaze of Nagash. That's the closest they get. I can respect Nagash's gaze. Sucker for classical balanced builds. Empire plays pretty nice balanced builds. They make use of the cavalry, their standard front line. The front line needs support to work, so they generally don't skew very hard. in terms of their builds. I would highly recommend Empire. Kislev have skew builds, but they're traditional, you know, more traditional builds that kind of work well together. Ooh. You know what? I'll just fight this battle. Let's see, what else? Weirdly enough, greenskins too. Greenskins really work well with the kind of like cavalry supported infantry type playstyles. Anyone else? I guess Tomb Kings kind of. Yeah, -5 control, whatever. I see. Got a little bit of jankiness going on there. We're not playing on the siege rework thing. It is in beta, and it doesn't really seem to add too much just yet, so we're holding off on it till a little later. Vampire counts are not balanced. Yeah, no, they don't really go with those balanced compositions. They kind of do, I guess, if you think about like a balanced melee using monstrous infantry, but like that's kind of every faction. Yeah. You like ranged? Ah, hell yeah. If you want like a monstrous range faction, Vampire Coast. They kind of go pretty man-tidy, but you know, they go for those kind of wider infantry lines, but definitely like Empire and Kislev for sure. Empire Kislev for life, man. Whoop, we got squiggies. Ogre Aranessa's pretty fun. Yeah. We didn't finish that campaign yet, but I think I'll just go with the Dawi shotgun strats. All right, and this is how you kill lords. You give them a little bit of a right click, and then you pull away with your guys, and then you execute. As long as it doesn't take them too long to actually allocate the target, you can just get a little bit of quick deletion going on. And then I think they just kind of slowly trickle towards me now, right? Kind of seems like that's where they're going. Snotling pump wagons prepared to be deleted. Goodbye over there. Then we bully some orc boys, and then we're good. Huzzah! Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh yeah, no. Honestly, start with dwarves, man. Start with dwarves. Dwarves are they're more of a skill check faction, right? But as a motivator to get into multiplayer, I definitely enjoyed them a lot. Because you're gonna be able to get wins with them. Which will just feel nice. And then another great thing is that it will get you to face players that are at a way higher skill level than you. Like generally, you need to be pretty good to beat dwarves. You need to kind of know what you're doing. And even Danican, one of the best Dark Elf players in the world, lost to a dwarf player in a recent tournament. So absolutely, you can just play dwarves, face up against good players, learn how they micro, and then your multiplayer journey goes from there. It's literally how I did it. Multiplayer doesn't have an elo system, so if you're just queuing up, you're just gonna face random people. Generally, they won't be too good at the game, so you can get quite a bit of work done through that. Just get another factory. Yeah, you can get some pretty good work done there. Ooh, armament output. But tournaments are where it's really at. And honestly, tournaments are pretty inviting. There's a lot of new players that just go into tournaments and do pretty well. But you do you, man. However, which way you want. Nice. So more armaments. We're gonna rush that construction. Because boy do I need them. We're maxed out. Maxed out on those units. But I am getting there. Now I just need to pay people money, I guess. If we kill Azag, that might make the dwarves love me. And we can actually get some dwarven shotguns on our side. Gotta start raising stuff for materials. Ah, hell yeah. Yeah, I'll happily just sit on one province. Grimgor even is, dang, he's already declared war with Tsar Nagran, you insane, crazy greenskin. We're already quite allied with Tsar Nagran, so I should be able to help them out against Grimgor. Solve that issue. Norskins. Looks like they're fairly friendly. I like where this is going. Just get 3 more lords. Yeah, but that's not really in the spirit, right? I feel like the lords don't even use shotguns, so I'll only get them once I am incapable of recruiting more shotguns. More shotties. May I ask what SFT stands for? Oh yeah, my bad. Single faction tournament. Single faction tournament is what it stands for. Armament. Thank goodness, armament. Okay, it looks like Grimgor is having a rough time. What we want... Man, I'm too in love with blunderbusses to not get more of them, right? They're just that fun. And then what? This uses up more raw materials. This increases raw material output. Do any of these give raw materials? I guess this does. All right, sure. We can go a little economic. I got no laborers though. And is conclave influence even important? Honestly, I don't really gotta min-max this, do I? I just gotta get some sick plays with shotguns. Winning battles is all we really need. As long as I can bully Grimgor a little bit, I think that will get me exactly where we need to be. You paid for Malice? These elves look shorter than what I expected. I used Malice yesterday, though I will try him out in future Dark Elf days, because I only ran him like, what, 2-3 times? I did beat a top level player with Malice Darkblade, though. I did beat the Glorious Empire. But I'm aware that you are owed a few more games. What's a general strategy for beating dwarves in multiplayer? You have to be really good at taking engagements, which is a very complicated thing to explain. But like that's kind of it, man. Like, if you can't just engage with all your units at once while minimizing getting shot, dwarves will wreck your face. So that means flanking blasting charges, right? Using chariots for disruption, using cavalry for disruption or spells, getting all of that in that kind of 10-second window while your troops are charging in. That is the way to defeat the Dawi in multiplayer. And it will be difficult, absolutely. What do I want here? I don't know, let's start. There's not really much else here to get. We can never have enough Malice? Dang. I'll get them in future Dark Elf games. I still have them on the list of stuff to try out. And I still haven't really won with Dark Elves yet. I feel like they're a faction I really need to get practice on. Yeah. Are all the tournaments you play private events? No, they're all public. Basically, all the tournaments are public. If you go to totaltavern.com, here, I'll give you a link. If you go to totaltavern.com, in the tournaments page, here's the YouTube link too. You guys can find people hosting tournaments on the reg. There's actually one going on in an hour, 30 minutes. Unfortunately, I'll be a little busy, so I won't have time to do the deep dive there. But indeed, dang it, this guy has not had a successful event. But yeah, you can just sign up. It's literally open to everyone. Just make sure that you go to Turin's Discord and declare your faction and all that business. If you have questions, send me a DM on Discord. I'll answer away. Private in the sense of private people hosting them, or official. So CA hosts tournaments very rarely. We're talking like less than one tournament a year. When they do though, so like I did participate in a Creative Assembly hosted tournament for content creators. And that's actually how I won my PC, so that was pretty hype. They do exist, and they generally have really big prize pools. Because CA can actually secure sponsors from like Intel. Small companies like Intel. But they're so rare, man. Super duper rare. And yes, I will flex that. Technically, that was the biggest Warhammer prize pool of all time. If you just factor in the cost of the PC. It was crazy, man. Glorious time it was. We may never see it again, though. Unless CA really decide to go for a big multiplayer push. And generally, don't expect to, like, you know, have actual massive prize pools. As it stands right now, although Turin, you know, he did have a $700 prize pool. But that's like, you know, these are for, like, the biggest tournaments. You're usually not gonna get more than that, you know. This ain't no StarCraft scene. But it's a good payday, for sure. Alright, now how am I going to survive the horde? So AI likes to do a big cavalry flank. They like to get a big cavalry flank. But, yeah, I also have to deal with the infantry here. Let's see if I can get some line of sight going. I'm hoping the trains can stall long enough with cav flank. Straight deleted, holy crap. Alright, and it's all about getting that focus fire in. Now the cavalry's not here quite yet. So we're actually going to take advantage of that and get my boys firing away here. But then immediately after, I need to deal with this mobility that's about to come on in. Now using the trains will be good for that, because they give terror, right? Pump wagons, they should get melted here if all things go well. These guys should just rout. I can do a little bit of a pullback. Shotguns did not have the best volleys in the world against the pump wagons. One of them gets lit up, but the other one does make some pretty vicious contact. Okay. We'll have to see how this pans out. Oh, they had a hidden pump wagon on the flank too. All right. Definitely a little sus. I do have dark subjugation though. I can use that to rout off a couple gobos. Maybe the trains will do well. I got some pretty solid crossfire going on. And it looks like I'll probably be able to shoot these pump wagons too. A little bit of a range unit repositioning jank. One day CA will fix it. One day, one day. If I keep complaining about it, I have hope. And it seems like they might. Come on. Couple shots come out. I only need a few for these guys to get blitzed. These ones should still be able to fire too. But definitely a little bit of a sketchy situation indeed, right? Come on, come on. If I can just take out Grimgor's forces, the capital will love me. I would also just like to take out Grimgor in general to make him a little bit less of a threat. And looks like we don't have enough. Gonna need more guns. I need like a 20 stack of these guys. I feel like a 20 stack of them and like lightning strike that will definitely get it done. If a half stack can do this much to Grimgor's infantry based army, we're almost there. And let's see our trains. I think we're gonna lose another train. Dang it. Do you have any good terror here? You know, I really needed like a Lord snipe. They just have too many squiggies though. Can these guys shoot here? If they do, that would actually be hype. Hell yeah. All right, that is a line of sight. Get a couple squiggies killed. And then we'll just retreat. You know, I guess if you think about it, right? It's actually not the worst idea to just trade. Because I'm limited not by my ability to recruit units. I'm limited by the number of units I have. So this might actually be a 5D play. I know many of you guys will be in pain looking at the, the losses of the chevrons, but we don't need them. You feared speed is a valid concern. Now dwarves can definitely get a solid win rate. Dwarves are spooky. All right, so we retreat. Can I re-recruit Astrogoth? We can. Astrogoth is back in business. These guys are wounded and too injured to continue their assault on the Chaos Dwarven capital. All's well, really. Look at that. I can even get more war machines. Oh my goodness. We're very slowly getting there. Get them firing drills, convoy dispatch. Get them back. And where do we want to go? Back to the Valerie, I guess. The Bay of Blades, Troll Fjord. I don't respect elves, that's for sure. All right. We're only trading with ourselves until I can find some empire. Can we even trade with the empire? Will they even trade with us? That might not actually be possible. I might just have to stick with the ogres. It's fine. We'll make it work. Astrogoth be recruiting. Let's get some global recruitment going because I have way too much money. We have some manufacturing for these. Ammunition, wow. Not very useful. All right, all right. I see. So Grimgor got that wall going. Okay, he's gonna bully my train that randomly has a soul grinder of Zinch. I swear I don't know where that came from. Can Empire even tell one dwarf apart from another? I feel like the witch hunters can. Just the witch hunters. Oh, you're asking about Nurgle? Nurgle's not bad. You can make Nurgle work, but it's not the easiest thing in the world. Ammunition. I gotta keep them armaments. Alright, so Grimgor is on the warpath. Thankfully, his army is most definitely a little injured. We can block his army, which once again is a failure for my Castellan. Good guy, Castellan. He's doing his best, guys. He's doing his best. And there we go. We'll do this. Honestly, as it stands right now, every faction in multiplayer is at least viable. You can genuinely win tournaments, even with sweaty players in them, with any faction in the game. It's just going to get more difficult with some factions. But as long as you're good enough, you could win with anything. It'd be very difficult though. Trust me. Trust me. Some of these factions, it's way harder than others. But never say never. All right. Not enough armaments. I'm getting 100 a turn now, though. That's very good. Vampire pirates disagree. You know, given enough attempts, you'll get there. And you do have to be like really good at the game. Alrighty, dark mace. Ooh. The ever-changing blade. Interesting. Is this a new item? Because it looks pretty bad. But I would love to actually see it change forms. Interesting. Why are we talking about ketchup chips? Would the Iron Blaster be considered a shotgun unit? I think so. I actually really want to ally with the ogres. Just to get an Iron Blaster going. Because I feel like that would actually be kind of hilarious. Holy crap. This Castellan. This Castellan. I don't know what it is about him, man. Did I accidentally hire a Slayer? I don't know. Whatever, man. Whatever. I need a Castellan anyways. Oh my gosh. Why are you number 3? Yeah, YouTube has a thing where like if you chat, it like ranks you. Enjoy your superiority over other chatters, I guess. That hero's curse? Absolutely. We'll keep him around. Maybe he'll get his redemption arc eventually, right? Jeez. Yo, Grimgor's was scary, but I can fight it. Just give me enough time. Give me enough recruitment. Look, my endless trains are actually out grinding them. Castellan saw me throw my lord and he got inspired. Oh, now the ogres want to declare war? All right. I'll beat the ogres up too. I'll take over the whole mountain range. Show them who's boss. Alrighty. Talisman of Preservation. That's pretty good. Can't really go wrong with it. Although, Fire Breath. Talisman of Preservation is just better though. It's just better. I'll equip the other stuff once I get that Castellan going. Okay, so still not enough there. We'll have the train in a second. Demon Smiths. Ooh, magic item drop chance. Ooh, alright. Yeah, I think I'll just, I'll raise a settlement. We'll take out some greenskins. It'll be great. It'll be great. #1 spammer. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it either, but hey, you know, if it boosts engagement, I guess. I don't even know if that's like a good thing in general. Is it a good thing? Well, like generally, right? It's nice to have people talking, but like, you know, I feel like we're just chasing the metric. Quickly, we can test this, chat. Everyone start saying random. No. No, that's definitely not the way to go. All right. I think I can get another one. Dang it. Let's see. Oh, spamming doesn't give you more XP. There's some people that only post a few times and it still levels them up. Huh. How strange. Okay. Also, easiest ambush of my life. Look at this business. A shotgun ambush would be glorious indeed. I should definitely upgrade these. Oh, okay, they already have it. How many of these can I get? 3? Magic attacks? Replenish ammo. Actually, not very much needed. Not in this case. If you get number 1, you have to donate, bro. No one would want to talk. Speaking of, by the way, yo, I set this up recently. Look at this. Hey. I still got to figure out, like, you know, how to do it exactly how I want, but I want to actually start giving at least some thanks at the end of streams. About to run out of armaments. I'll be fine. No ambush. It's all flingers though. Decently sized army. I think we fight this, retreat, and then fight again for the win. Retreat? No. No, we don't run from our battles. Not here. Where are the Twitch subs? Well, I guess like I should add. Oops, I should add. Let's see here. And many deckhands. And Twitch subs. Oh crap, that was cut off. How's it cut off? Oh. How do I make this bigger? Why is it text size limited?
At your service.
How do I you tell me?
At your service.
What's going on?
At your service.
Oh my gosh, Daikon, jeez Louise. Thank you very much for the gifted memberships. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out. Thank you. See, Daikon's already a deck gunner. Yeah, how do you make this? Outline, chat log. Oh jeez. Oh my gosh. Why is this gotta be so jank? Alt? Does Alt do it? Alt doesn't do it. What if I move it out here first and then we increase the text size? Dang, yeah, that just doesn't work. Yo, what is this? Jank. Alright, well, whatever. I'll have to figure it out later. Darn janky OBS. Alright, whatever. I'll figure it out later, guys. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Alright. Alright, what are we doing? We got trains. Congrats on your new fodder. Thank you. Alright. What is this formation even? Front line of goblin flingers? Alright. Sick AI. One day CA will update the AI, right? Let's see here we go. Anyways, where was that? Oh yeah, thank you very much, Daikon. Thank you very much for the gifted subs. Maybe I can start renaming some of these. I can start renaming some of these blunderbusses to the people that got gifted subs. It's an old Anticity campaign tradition. And then while this battle gets underway, I can start looking up how to get the thing. Let's see, here's how you fix it. Tech source, properties. Okay. I'll figure it out. We're just kind of waiting for them to show up, right? I got time. Okay, so tech source, properties. I can make it scrolling text. Wow. Text transform. Uppercase, lowercase. Alignment, left. Okay, maybe I'll just make another text box. Oh crap, they're coming in hot. Yo, ogres are fast. All right, I got focus fire the ogres. We actually gotta play this game. Jeez, jeez Louise. All right, yeah, focus fire is very important here. We got the trains though. There we go. Ahem. Astrogoth doing a good job blobbing them. So you see, these guys are about to rout, so I don't have to worry about them very much. So I can just focus fire the other ogre unit instead. And that should save my butt. There we go. All right. All right. Mild panic over. We're good. Almost got defeated by text jankiness. Oh boy. All right. There we go. And then we focus fire the Lord. Nice. Get 1,000,000 damage in. We got our train over here. And yeah, I believe the battle is over. As soon as you get a critical, this is the thing about guns. Either you crush it or you get massacred. When it comes to gun builds, there's no middleman. So you just kind of have to get critical mass and then you're fine. I don't think hand cannons are shotguns. The vibe is there though. I feel like they pass the vibe check. Get off Malone. Yo, that shotgun barrage is pretty glorious. All right, let's get a guard mode on. Then we chase them off the map. These poor blood vultures don't know what's gonna hit them. Oh my gosh, goodbye blood vultures. Dude, these are so much better than in multiplayer. In multiplayer, they're just always getting flanked and everything. They're eating 1,000,000 spells. When they cook hard though. Oh boy, getting ambushed by Skaven. Thankfully, there's not too many Skaven in these lanes, so we're good. Bloated corpses count as shotguns? No. I don't think they pass the vibe check. Not at all. All right. Lots and lots of damage. Chase off continues with the trains, and we just use this one for terror. And I believe the rest is a pretty simple cleanup. Huzzah! We go over here. We beat him up. And oh, here we go. Here we go. Prepare for execution. I don't even need this many guns. I don't even need this many guns to kill this guy. Oh, he doesn't even want to look. Oh my god. And he's dead. Well, that's pretty brutal. This is what you came here to see, right? I think that's what everyone kind of wanted to see when they saw shotguns only today. Did we deliver? This is a good start. We're almost at that tipping point where I have enough of these guys. Almost. Grudge Rakers. I will try to get the Grudge Rakers. All right. Very sick. Let's go ahead and get some names in. Get some good old name in it. I hope you guys did not die like the last set of blunderbusses. I'll get you into Turbo. Yeah, dude, the firing squads in this game are so good. It's one of this game, which is why I feel like that line of sight, as soon as it gets fixed, be perfect. Oh yeah, I can get a lord after you. If you rename a lord after me for the gifted subs, make me a convoy leader. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we don't really have a lord yet, but I can get a convoy going. Unfortunately, these convoys keep getting annihilated, but we'll take a look see. Yeah, we got this guy. We got this dude. How do I look at his army? Here we go. Yeah, Daikon. May you live a long and storied life with your 2 shotguns. You are going to get, yeah, you're going to get Stian and Andreessen and Iron Father Jangle. Iron Father is a great name for a shotgun unit. And then over here we can go ahead and get Robert Cord. Well, all this naming just for you guys to die to Grimgor in 1 turn. We'll see. We might be able to find him. Caldaris X. Are you a StarCraft enjoyer? Isu. And there we go. Thank you very much for the donation. Oh yes, and of course, Turbo Snorpin. Turbo Snorpin. Wonderful name for a train. All right, Trickster's Helm. Jeez, that's a good item. Let's get that Trickster's Helm going. Alrighty. Let's see if we can fight this. So it's Grimgor's army. They're pretty beat up. I believe we should just be able to fight them. The scarier part is the army that's coming in soon. But if I can just delete these guys, maybe we'll be fine. Let's see. We went from Iron Father to Robert. Nothing wrong with Robert either. Hell yeah. Choke point battle. All right. Where's that? So... Oh, it's not choke point. It's like a weird choke point. All right. Train kite. Train kite shenanigans. I love standing my ground and just blasting though. All right, this should be a pretty good start. If I can get them to mostly funnel through here, I should be fine. I just gotta... Okay, that poor Squig Herd is going to... Yep. Squig Herd gets deleted. This is mostly infantry. So after we break apart this force... let's get the money shot real quick. Jeez. Oh, and reload. Fire. Anyways, yeah, as soon as this initial force gets wrecked, I should be good. I don't think these guns don't sound as good though. At least not from that distance. But it gets the job done. And then I can actually just move here and then let them cross the bridge again. The bridge of death. Going through no man's land in World War One be like? Dude, they didn't get past this line right here. The great thing about guns in this game is how they stagger units. That's a big difference from archers. So they actually kind of have like a natural slowing effect. It's a nice little hidden utility that they got. And then we'll just set it up again. I can set it up like they keep trying to flank me though, which I'm not very appreciative of. Yeah, Thunder Barge does have Grudge Rakers on them, so technically a Thunder Barge is closer to shotguns than a lot of the other units. Okay, yeah, they're just going for that big old flank. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. One thing we can do is I can post up with 4 guys like this. Get the Oath Stone out, boys! This should be real interesting. So yeah, if I do this right and just kind of get my formation like so, as long as the trains are able to actually stall them out well enough, they should still be able to get a rather large amount of damage in. Really gonna make this make use of this choke point. Zeppelins are shotguns confirmed? Absolutely. Things that carry shotguns are fine. Alright. No one's asking our dwarves shotguns, right? They're carrying the goods, we're fine. Now the greenskins are being very timid right now. Not really playing too aggressively. This just buys me more time for my trains to get a little bit of a free cycle charge in it. Can even turn off fire at will and just shoot them, I guess. I guess in this blob, it's not too bad, right? They are actually fairly decent shotguns. Yeah, there you go. There's a range tool. It should do fine. There's the speed boost. Our flanks are covered. And now they should definitely walk into me, right? Dude, these Iron Demons, though. Iron Demons are sick. Doing a great job stalling, and there we go. All right. A little bit of concave fire. Going hard. Nice. Dude, Astrogoth just standing there with the guns behind his back. Oh my gosh. The menace. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, it's kind of silly when he's getting shot in the back, but we'll ignore that. Oh, boy. In the meantime, flank is completely secured. As you can see here, they stand absolutely no chance. Which means I can now begin to turn these guns so that they may fire into the blob. What is a shotgun? Short and bulky? Okay, so all dwarves are shotguns is what you're saying. I'll take it, I'll take it. Aw, yeah, look at that. Look at that bloodbath, man. Oh boy, I wish this was possible in multiplayer. I really do. What a glorious day to be a Chaos Dwarf. It's just never ending. Soon we'll have them gold chevron and they'll shoot even faster. Nice. That's a good few 1,000 greenskins. And they're gone. I would route 2. I would route 2. Pretty solid bloodbath. It's all about getting that sick positioning. Good job, boys. Turbo got 200 kills. Very nice. Oh, did I do did I spell Rob? Is that supposed to be Robert? I think I might have. Yes. I typoed your name. I'll get fixed. Very satisfying indeed. Very nice. All right, let me test the thing real quick with a little bit of text. It's huge. Okay, so what if I just copy this into this text? Does that work? It doesn't. It just... What is this straight up text limitation shenanigans? Is there a font size I can change? This is janky OBS. I think there's a way I can make it scroll though. What is this? What does this look like? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Oh my gosh. This is super jank, I swear. Maybe the only way to make it work is to read from file. I don't know. Whatever. I'll figure it out after the stream. I've spent far too much time on it. Anyways, as long as I can beat Grimgor's other 20 stack, I think we'll be good. I can get yet more blunderbusses. A singular blunderbuss. Castellan will be back in a second. I just gotta hold my ground and not die. What is this? Finest leaders. Yo, if I get this, I might as well just desummon the Castellan and resummon a new one. He'd have more experience anyways. Alright, Daikon. Back you go, Daikon. Getting more slaves for the slave god. Our northern flank is looking pretty good. You never got sound to work reliably on OBS? Meanwhile, I'm hoping for scrolling text. That might be an option. Ah, hell yeah, here we go. I think if someone... Apparently you can add a filter to it. Scroll. Uh-huh. Okay. Does it work? Is the filter going? Loop. Limit height. Limit. Limit height. Let's make that 1,000. Is it working? Is it doing the thing? I don't think it's I don't think it's scrolling. There's a filter that says it should be able to scroll. Alright, anyways, we'll load it in. Let's just... God, the jank. The jank is real. This is the same map, but now I'm on the other end. So we should be able to just replicate the same thing that just went down. Post up, boys. Anyone that goes to try and flank us will get murdered. There's a guy in an SFT a few days ago going Vampire Coast shotguns and winning a lot. Really? Yeah, that's pretty hype. Although right now I will say Vampire Coast is kind of off meta. If there's a faction that's kind of struggling, I feel like Coast is definitely there. They have teeth though, but you can definitely feel the pain. Okay, now Mangler Squigs are pretty spooky. Because if they ever make contact with my guys, they're gonna explode. And it's gonna be real bad. So we just gotta hope. We just kinda have to hope that we kill everything before it actually makes contact. Trains are gonna have to run hella disruption. Let's get into position real quick. Hopefully I can aggro some of them. Choke point's good and all, but let's see, let's see. Alright, Astrogoth. Just give them a little poke. Good thing though is that anytime I kill a Mangler Squig, they will friendly fire. Jeez. Alright, now there is still the reload part, right? We did just use most of our volley there. And this guy's coming in hot. The volley does get him pretty good though. This Mangler Squig, however, oh, it rampages. Rampages on Astrogoth, huge. Oh my gosh, alright. Talk about close calls, but I think we made it. The staggered lines actually worked out fairly well for us. I just gotta kill off this Lord here. Lord loss penalty will be so important because it'll keep them routing forever. Let's go. Alright. Lord down, baby. So now we just chill, right? Leave one train in here for some emergency terror routing. Use the other trains for disruption. Not bad, not bad. I gotta spread fire a little bit though, just to make sure they're not just overkilling one unit in the distance. But yeah, now that we actually got a fat blob going, now like every single shotgun bullet is contacting. Mangler squigs is still coming though. I'm a little worried about the flank though. If all these guys die before the flank shows up, I can turn guns and we'll be okay. And it looks like they're on the way to mass exodus. None of them have made it past this line, which is definitely a good start. Mangler squigs will most definitely die to a singular volley from these guys. I just need to buy time for the Snotling pump wagon could go down. Snotling pump wagon might even get terror routed. Astrogoth just chilling. All right, yo, honestly, not too bad, not too bad. Hey, solid. All right, so this is actually safe enough for these guys to scoot forwards. And instead, what I need to do is I need to post up these boys because we have another green tide coming on in from the east. They can take care of the archers fairly well. Lord loss penalties doing wonders. And let's see if this does it. With the trains, we're probably fine. AI is so bad. Yeah, well, I will, like, if they time their pushes a little bit better. But, you know, I will say it is pretty fun just mulching the endless hordes of greenskins. I feel like factions, different factions should have different AI. Some factions should have better military tactics than other factions. Like greenskins, their AI should literally be march forwards and get into the fight. Unless you have Gorbad, you know, like I would not mind that. But they obviously will just have like way better AI cheats and their economy will be like way better. Whereas like something like, you know, Grand Cathay or Empire, they'll have proper AI. Also, dang, that was like basically no losses. Very nice. But C is not gonna do that because making AI is too complicated. Also, yes, the bolt doors were indeed very useless. It happens. All right. So this is a good sign. We can actually tussle with these armies now. But I do need to make use of the terrain to my advantage. Oh, Throg would have amazing AI. And most of the Norskin generals are like, you know, they're battle hardened. They should roughly know what they're supposed to do. So like slightly better than the greenskins, but not that much better. Dwarves sit in the corner. Man, yo, the AI just always taking hills. It's not that problematic until the hill is actually in the corner of the map. The AI just sits there. I'm hoping that 40k will have proper AI. Yo, just imagine, right? Like the greenskins and the Tyranids and like the Space Marines, they all act exactly the same. Man, that'd be boring. Because I'm fine having an AI that's kind of dumb. You know, as long as it's fun to play with. Like the AI should be fun to kind of manage around, right? So like, yeah, okay, the greenskins might not be the best at maneuvering their forces, but man, will they rush you down super fast. So if you have the wrong army composition, they'll just run you over. That'd be hype. All right, cleanup time. I think I'd rather chase down this force, but I don't think I have the movement range for that. Whoa, was that a leadership? Was that a leadership debuff thing I just saw? What'd I just get? Was that an item? Malignant totem. Enemy leadership minus. Holy. That could actually be better than the Talisman of Preservation. If I'm not going full fighty with Astrogoth here. Jeez, that's crazy. It's -6 leadership. So it literally just gets rid of the legendary difficulty leadership buff. Wow. I'll take it, I'll take it. Let's get that reload time reduction for the shotguns. Very nice. Astrogoth can start rolling out, and then I'll make my way to the ogres in about a hot second. And these guys should be loving me now because we're just bullying Grimgore. I'll figure it out later. I could take Grimgore's settlement and gift it to them, and then we can become best buds. Total War Napoleon AI is pretty brain dead, just marching around and rearranging their line while you just shoot them. Oof. Yeah, the game is not very smart with gun lines. Okay, nice. We definitely have critical mass right now. Problem is, isn't the AI just tons, what? And tons of conditions? Oh, you're saying that is not AI, it's just a bunch of conditions? Well, like, generally speaking, like, most of the time when people say AI, they mean whatever process is being used to control. Like, you know, like, calling it AI or CPU it's kind of interchangeable. Like, obviously, it is, like, you know, it's not like ChatGPT or something crazy like that, right? It's not like a full-on general intelligence. But, I think it's smart enough to say it's an artificial intelligence. Like, it, you know, it doesn't have to be smart to be an artificial intelligence. That's not actually... As long as it can do some basic things, I think it qualifies. Also, don't underestimate conditions, yeah, as someone said in chat. Having a bunch of really well-defined conditions can get you a beast of an AI to contend with. Conditions is spicy, man. Like, literally, a lot of chess is just, like, doing the math and just saying, like, yeah, whatever... maximizes like, you know, out of all the branching paths, take the path that has the win condition. Right? Like, honestly, you know, if you simplify it that much, you could say chess is, it's literally just, you know, obviously with like the more sophisticated stuff like Stockfish, right, it's a little bit more complicated, but it does eventually just kind of get there. Yo, did I go too wide? Oh, this Mangler Squig's gonna get in there. Okay, we went a little wide. This is a good test of the army, though, and the dangers of width. Mangler Squigs are going to obliterate these guys, but if I run away while shooting the Mangler Squigs, I think we'll be fine. What does this do? What even is this? It's a melee attack boost. Interesting. Anyways, trains should be good here. Mangler Squigs got taken out without dealing too much damage. Although they do rampage. Most of the gun line is faring decently. As long as I have one gun unit online and operational, there ain't too much to worry about. Okay, other Mangler Squig pops. And okay, we only lost half of the blunderbuss unit there. That's fine. It's totally fine. Battle's as good as over. At this point, they got nothing. Lords routing. Trains are cooking. And army losses abound. Surely. There we go. Trains are not shotguns. Yeah, but the shotguns on the trains are shotguns. Look at this. Shots per volley, 2. Number of projectiles, 3. What is that? But a shotgun. Look at that. Look at this shot. Look at this shot. Boom. You're telling me that's not a shotgun? Yeah, there you go. Trains have shotguns. Anyways. Is it flamethrower? No. The flamethrower one is totally different. I'm pretty sure it's actually not a flamethrower too. The flamethrowers tend to look a little different. You remember when flame cannons used to be flamethrowers? Has anyone been playing Warhammer for that long where they remember that? And they had like no range. Remember when flame cannons had like 150 range or something? It's like ludicrously low. Yeah, the Regiment of Renown. I think it's the Demon's Tongue. That's the flamethrower one. Kislev doesn't like me. What's new? Is that Kislev? Oh my god. Alright. I see. The forces of Kislev have arrived somehow. Alright. Well, Uzkalak's not gonna be able to handle that very well, is it? Ugh, what a pain. So, what am I gonna do? This is my main recruitment point, so without it, we're kind of screwed, right? Huh. If you hear that noise, by the way, don't worry about it. It will be fixed in a bit. I guess we'll just try again there, maybe. You remember when Warriors of Chaos were added to the game? I wasn't even around when Warriors of Chaos got added. Jeez. Alright, nice. So that upgrades the trains and my dudes. This one upgrades all the shotguns. So now I can start going for some other skill lines. And then hopefully Kislev leaves me alone. Fingers crossed. Yeah, this is not the This is Total War mod. Because it would either be too difficult or it would involve me just sitting in my settlement for a really long time, which I feel like is less exciting. This is Total War is usually you know what? I said I would take it this round. But yeah, this is Total War is something that I would only run if I feel like the challenge is not hard enough. You joined just before Lokier was added. Cool, cool. All right. Ooh, quest battle, huh? Yeah, I'm running into the issue where I just don't have a lot of armies here. Okay, this one is only an 8% chance to be wounded. Oh my god, it's his first success. He did it! The mad lad actually did it! He had a successful run! Alright. So I think what we will do is I will just do the quest battle. Because it can't possibly be that hard, right? It's just a random quest battle. You liked Warriors of Chaos Horde over Fortress Warriors of Chaos? I could see it. Oh, it's the escort mission. Wait, is this mission like super hard? I guess we'll see. There's the train. Yeah, it's gonna get like ambushed, right? This quest battle's weird. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Push up. Push up in formation. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we got some basic gobos. Quite hard for full ranged. Oh, okay. I take that as a challenge. In theory, the train should be able to get a lot of work here on some basic gobos. Yeah, they just get mulched. This is just the appetizer, though. I imagine there will be many more. Holy crap, they got annihilated. Alright, just the appetizer, though. Just the appetizer. So, I love how the train's not even on the tracks. Oh, geez. Alright, here we go. So what? We have, just some more greenskins, really. Just a few more greenskins. It's not too bad. I should, get one volley off on the infantry for starters, and then just let the Lord get focus fired into oblivion. It's just one volley on these guys, and then we focus fire the Lord. Because I'll stagger them, right? And then that should work out pretty well in my favor. Astrogoth can stall him up. Lord loss penalty is a pain to deal with. As indeed. Fat Nose gets annihilated. Oh, hell yeah. Another great thing about this battle, it seems like they are shattering as soon as they route. So all I really need is like a basic terror route from these trains, and then I don't have to deal with them. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, they gone. Oh, they absolutely gone. All right, nice. And onwards we go. I think this is probably the next fight zone. Maybe it's over here. Train's kind of pushing faster than my forces can keep up with, though. And there it is. Oh, okay. So this one, they brought some ogre range units. I see. And a big old thunder tusk. They brought Furt. I should still be able to just wreck them, though. I do kind of have to play some careful line of sight with the trains, though, because if they get friendly fired, it's real bad. But it appears the ogres, yeah, they're just getting mulched. Not to mention the terror here, too. This guy, yeah, AI doesn't really know how to control him. It's treating him like a ranged unit when absolutely he should be used as a melee unit here. Such as the AI. And then it's just a couple lead belchers, which, although kind of a problem, I should be okay. I did get flanked, though. AI with their sneaky shenanigans. Getting a little bit of work done. They do absolutely route to the trains, though. Most of the shotguns. Okay, I definitely gotta kill Furt. Furt's being a menace. He learned how to melee. Come on. And there we go. All right. Absolutely melted. And that should be it, right? That should be it. Astrogoth kind of just goes ham here now. Unless they have like one last push over here where I can just hold. Yeah, if they have one last push where I can just hold position with the guns at this choke point. There we go. There go the gobos. Shattered. Honestly, pretty chill battle. Convoy was not destroyed. All of our guns are barely injured. Yeah, that was chill, man. That was the easiest battle of my life. And it should be good. Unless there's one more attack. Oh god, there's one more attack. All right, all right. I'll focus fire the big gun first. Yeah, now we got a big wave. It's all black orcs though, which is actually really, really weak to my stuff. It's not even capturing the point. Train's just dipping. Survive against Butch until the train can escape. Should be pretty chill. Black orcs are slow, man. Although these ones are definitely gaining on me. We must be a little careful. Oh, geez, there's a lot of black orcs. All right. Lot of black orcs. And they're unbreakable, bro. I see. Well, that changes things. Okay, all right. Nothing a little bit of salt and pepper won't fix. Unbreakable, certainly going to make these guys just a wee bit more annoying to deal with. At least this quad formation here is getting a lot of work in. And I only have to survive, right? This is like an XCOM. You're just trying to farm for experience at the end of the level. So I should be okay. Let's make sure this train doesn't die, hopefully, by pulling it away. Oh my gosh. Just straight unbreakable black orcs at the end. All right, there we go. I was relying on routing them. It's gonna be like, and then retreat off the edge of the map. And then everybody dies. All right, looks like most of those black orcs are gone. Man, if I had actually gone that choke point though, we would have been fine. All right. All right, we'll just pull back. It's just a bunch of unbreakable black orcs. Hey, I got some gold chevrons though. That's all I really need. You win when the timer's up. Thank goodness. Survive for 100 seconds. Done that in domination thousands of times. Quickly, farm more experience. Get a couple basic volleys off. Capture the point like it's domination. I don't know if it does anything. Why is there just a random capturable point here? Strange. Strange, these lands. All right, at this point though, we do move faster than them. So it should be pretty simple, just playing keep away. Get our guns here. And 35 seconds. 35-second hold, here we go. The tide continues to march. This mission is easy, man. Okay, we did get a few more losses than I thought I would, but it's still pretty chill, all things considered. All right, just give it 4 seconds. Let's go. We survived. I don't know how that counts as survival, but I'll take it. Yes. Look, if they don't die on screen, it means that they lived. That fade to black is truly the most OP thing in the game. They should make the tide never stop coming. I think you could actually make a build that would just kill infinite greenskins. Yeah, they want you to defend that choke point, but I just didn't get there fast enough because I thought it was done. You liked it when Beastmen sucked in campaign? Certainly less annoying. All the Beastmen enjoyers there, though. I'm sure they're loving it. Right. Sick. The Black Hammer of Hashut. Gives me a sick ability. Very nice. The ever-changing blade. Okay, so I guess you get this. You get all the cool stuff. Ooh, maybe I can fuse into a sick armor. Helm of Discord. Okay, I actually already have a Trickster's Helm. Enchanted item. I got none. All right. Not bad, not bad. So if I just go here now, Kislevite should not decide to attack me. Fingers crossed. Are any of these very good? The answer is no, except for the Fellhammer upgrade. But I don't know if I'll be using that. Yeah, beastmen spawning in the middle of your territory is kind of annoying. Is there any limiter on that, or can they just spawn in the middle of your territory? Can you like do a thing where if you have like low corruption, like if you're at like 100%, they can't spawn in your territory? Has that been implemented? Also, yeah, Fellhammer is not a shotgun. It's true. 300 for another blunderbuss, though. Woo. Outpost available. Ah, hell yeah. Yo, I can get some endgame. I can get some endgame shotguns going. Definitely taking that. Very nice. All y'alls are still alive. Oh yes, I did have to rename. Robert Cordwell. There we go. All right, so far looking not too bad. Are we thriving? No, but we're certainly cooking. What should the win condition be, though? I feel like I need a goal to go for, because I feel like survival is mostly set up right now. But like, what is a play that is like, what's a big enough play that I can make where people are like, yeah, this campaign's done? It's a high priority target. I could fight the dwarves. I could also fight the vampire counts that I just don't respect. Honestly, going to Vlad and just shooting Vlad in the face is not the worst idea. Paint the entire world. Conquer Kislev. An alliance with the dwarves. Ooh. Exterminate all Skaven, bro. These are some crazy long conditions. There he goes, failing that once again. Zarnagwan looking pretty good. Yeah, I feel like just I feel like maybe I'll just go for a beeline to Thorgrim and just like completely wreck his face. I feel like that would be a that'd be like a nice way to close it out. Shoot Morgard to death. Oh, if only he was easier to find. Conquer Lustria. Yeah, I think we'll just go with the classic. I'll march over to Thorgrim, shoot him in the face, and then call it a day. Dwarves will be an interesting faction to outgun. Auto resolve. It's gonna kill one of my named dudes. We don't want that. Yeah, the Dawi abandoned us. Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna be a massacre for them. Dawi abandoned us, so we accepted the power of shotgun. Campaign's a failure if there's Skaven in the world, even if you're playing as Skaven. Dang. It's true though, it's true. Alright, so I should be able to just kill him here. They are the aggressors, right? They should be advancing towards me. Indeedly. Alright. The cavalry charge is coming on in. I'm gonna need these trains to get in here. Astrogoth will do a good job holding them back. And the trains also do a lot of damage to the Kislevite cavalry. Unfortunately for me though, they don't break. That's gonna be a mild issue. The trains can definitely cook though. But yeah, it's definitely a little sus. I got my hammer. Unbreakable units, kind of spooky, but I guess if you just kill them all, it's fine. Kitty Cat should go down. Astrogoth should be able to duel, and then as soon as most of the cavalry's down and the guns are back shooting, we're fine. I must say though, Kislev is definitely a much harder opponent to face than the greenskins. Guns here are doing the best versus Kitty Cat. As long as I have 3 of these guys in the back though, we're fine. As long as I have the 3 there completely unperturbed, we're goodies. Oh, the poor cat. Cat deleted. All right. The cavalry's gone. Turn fire. And there we go. Nice. Now I definitely want to kill that lord over there. Trains and get him to start routing off early. We don't need the settlement. That's... Yeah, we're fine without the settlement. And can we get that lord sniped? He's tanking it up pretty well. Gotta unclump some of my shotties too. At least trains are nigh indestructible. So they can just be a huge barrier to this Kislevite army. There goes that lordy. Very nice. And now we can focus on the infantry. Trains can start to pull back since we have the guns online and operational. And then without the patriarch, I think we're fine. Might lose 1 train, 600 HP, more than enough HP. Come on, just get line of sight. Line of sight in this game, man. Very janky, but if you can just get enough of a pull away, it should be enough. Jeez, the line of sight. Okay, screw the line of sight. I hate line of sight. Oh, there we go. They shot. Nice. And he's dead. All right, it worked out in the end. They are now suffering the army losses penalty. So as soon as their passive wears off, we're good here. Great success. Great success. This choke point. This choke point is just farming bodies, man. Dude. Pretty good to see. Love me a good choke point. You're a new player and you just wanted to make sure. What's this? Oh, no, you can win just by having a strong enough army. So the first thing that you really got to learn to do in Warhammer, in Total War games in general probably, is to just get a solid doom stack. Get a solid army that is strong enough to tussle with the best, and that will stabilize your situation well enough. Dang, that's a rough one. 5 turns? Screw that business. I want my range. All right. So, can this guy damage his walls? He can't. You know what? I think we're just gonna do this. We're gonna surround it. We're going to embed him, and then by participating in the battle, he will finally hit level 5. All right, raise this bad boy. Nice. He's level 5. We got slugs. He's a proper shotgunner now. Let's go. Don't really need an ambush. All right. Nice. So I just need a little bit more recruitment, and then we can start making our way to Thorgrim. And I can get allied recruitment. Hell yeah. You might have to invest in an alliance with Arbol for soul grinders. Soul grinders of corn. They do have a spread shot. They are shotguns. Currently on a 100% Slayer campaign. I think if I have the patience and time, I can become a total dominator. Dwarves, they do have infinite scaling if you go for their tunnel systems. They're quite good for that. Another Trickster's Helm. I'm just swimming in Trickster's Helms. Alright, so let's take a look-see. If I go here, I should be able to use allied recruitment to eventually get maybe at least a death streak. Dang, way too expensive. And they still count towards my cap, so it's not even useful. What a ripoff. All right, I'm sure it's fine. Where are we going? The Great Grease's loss to the vampire count's kind of sad. Yeah, I guess we just I should just start making my way to the dwarves. I think we have a strong enough army here. We already punched Grimgor in the face. Grimgor is quite bloodied, though it looks like he still has some fight in him. What is this? Oh geez, okay. Has a lot of black orcs. You know, maybe I gotta punch Grimgor. Like, I gotta really beat up Grimgor first. Sure, you know what? I have money. Let's be friends with Arbol. Tzeentch Nurgle Soul Grinders. I think the Nurgle is technically a spread shot too. But the vibes just don't feel right. The Tzeentch one also doesn't really hit the vibes right. Okay, this is insane. For how early in the campaign we're in. But I guess that's Grimgor for you. I'll beat him up. But yeah, Dwarven Tunnel scales super hard. Literally infinite money. If you wait long enough. A Charybdis. Not a shoddy. Alright, Grimgor, face me. Should be fairly simple. Ally with Cathay. I would love to, but I feel like all these crazy alliances would take too long. Yeah, Thunder Barges do count. Thunder Barges absolutely count. Now, you'd think Black Orcs would be amazing. Black Orc shields, but they're actually kind of easier to deal with than normal Orc boys. Just because of how slow they are. So, the idea here is to just get your line of guns. Stack them up twice. Find yourself a little wall to hug against. And then just watch as they march to their doom. And this guy has a shotgun now. Along with a sick breath attack. I do have to be a little careful about the flanks though. Alright, let's get this party started. Some mangler squigs too. It's just an easy way to aggro the AI. You just get a few free pickings on them. Yo, how does this breath attack work? Does it work versus low entity units? Let's see it. Let's see that sick breath attack. Let's see it. Okay, it's literally just a fireball. And it didn't even get anywhere. It just disappeared. What is this? Fire breath, people. It's an ability. Alright. Plan B, we'll just bait them in. Looks like Mangler Squigs are indeed dying to Astrogoth. I'm hoping I can get them to stagger their approach though. Given that most of them are like on this right side, I can probably deny flank here. And then shoot up these boys, because I got trains for the distraction crew, right? I think that's going to be the plan. We're going to do this. Going to make our formations a little bit more boxy. And then we're going to start blasting them. Here we go. Hopefully the trains slow down these guys enough. We really are relying on a staggered advance. Okay, Black Orcs are quite a bit tankier than I gave them credit for. They ain't moving, but we can only do that to so many units at once. One thing I can do though is certainly just snipe their lord. Okay, so that's one Black Orc unit down. A little bit more sus than I thought it'd be. Leadership kind of high too. It's a good barrage though. It's a very good barrage. I'm surprised these guys stuck around though. But we'll see, we'll see. Come on. Reload. Reload fire. I need at least the Lord loss penalty if we're gonna get anywhere here. Okay, looking decent. They're not very good at hitting goblins, but he does die. And that's going to be the first lord down. So leadership is going to drop rather dramatically now. And we're just going to ignore this flank. We have the luxury of doing that. Certainly getting a little sus. Certainly getting a little sus. Most of these guys are getting quite low though. Okay, pretty good route over there. You got these guys on a hill, I guess. And then these ones can shoot at the big guns. Yeah, I think we'll probably be okay if I can get some big terror routes here. And of course, there's always the route cascade that you can't forget about. Looking, yeah, you know what? I'll just stand and shoot. I think that's actually how we're gonna do it. No point kiting when they can just chase you, right? Stand your ground, man. Most of the Black Orcs are already wavering. They even fanatic themselves. Very painful indeed. Then we deal with the big guns. These guys on the hill are crushing it. We're definitely fighting the jank, but it's working. Couple routes. Man, these guys are so low leadership. That extra minus leadership item that I got, -6 leadership, definitely is helping me out here. Train looking a little worse for wear though. I'd rather it not die. Looks like we got a route here, so we freed up a couple of these guns. There's the wog. The wog. But many routes abound. And the blunderbusses are actually holding up really well. 39 melee defense, no joke. Although the greenskins do have a lot of melee attack. Yeah, they're just not really chunking through. Chevron's OP. Dang, look at that. It actually worked. All right, well, there you go. It turns out the way to win a melee is to just shoot them in the face. Just turn it into a range fight. I am very surprised at how that went. But I'll take it. Look at him go. Imminent loss. Get wrecked, chat. Get wrecked. The bit rate. Oh no, is the bit rate sucking for the shotties? Let me take a look. I thought I fixed that a while ago. Blunderbuss OP. Let me check. Live. Let me check. So if I go here. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Definitely could be better, but yeah. I wonder if there's a setting I can change. Stream. I can increase the bit rate, but then Twitch might start complaining, which is always the worst. Iron Hail Gunner. I've tried an Iron Hail Gunner only. It does not work nearly as well as you'd expect. Factory resecured. Very nice. Alright. I think Grimgore, we've proven ourselves versus Grimgore. I would like to just... Oh, hell yeah. The Granite Guard. Yeah, I think it's time we go for Ungrim. I mean Thorgrim. We're gonna go straight to Thorgrim. We're gonna beat him up. Flash bomb. That's a slow. Hell yeah. Let me see. What's the highest bit rate for Twitch? Yeah, I think like Twitch will literally just like start shutting down if I increase the bit rate too much. I don't really have an easy way to make it work, sadly. How are you managing to get the unit capacity so high? I'm just putting all my money into armaments and then just yeah, and then just spamming out as many blunderbusses as I can. Like, it gets expensive, but it's not that expensive. Imminent rebellion. Solved. Let's see here. Oh wait, I don't know. All right, here we go. Let's take out the proud Dawi. It's time. We march to victory. Ah, no, I wish I could get more bits. Partnered streamers may be able to go up to 8,000, and that's it. There's no higher. It's too much. Should be in line for the tier 2 tower. Soon. All right. So replenishment's looking good. I can tussle with the vampire counts. I think I'll just go right through the silver pinnacle, go through this mountain range, and then hit them up. We'll see how strong my 13 stack of very angry dwarven shotguns is. Grimgore incoming? Yeah. He'll probably take out a couple settlements, but whatever. Should do a campaign versus turn. It's always a fun idea to do a multiplayer campaign, but CA never really refined it well enough. So like, it's just so wildly unbalanced, and then there's like a lot of waiting around and all that. Warhammer, it just simply was not really made to be a multiplayer game. Even just the normal multiplayer tournament scene's kind of jank. Executioner, huh? All right, so first things first. I wanna shoot some zombies. I just want to shoot some zombies. You can't stop me. There's no way this is not extremely fun. And then we'll go to the dwarves. Hopefully I don't run into a million slayers along the way. I'm not worried about Grimgore. I've been mulching his Black Orc armies. I want to get this challenge done. I feel like we're strong enough. Next up is to do this in a tourney. Man. If only. 900 gold is just too expensive for these guys though. Alright. Forbidden Rod. Yeah, they nerfed Forbidden Rod in multiplayer. It costs 350 now, even though it says it doesn't. Alright. Let's continue that siege. Outpost upgrade, hell yeah. I think a loreful domination tournament would be fun. Like Order Tide versus Chaos with 2 teams. I think people have tried that before. It's not a terrible idea. Come on, vampire counts. You gotta go for it. It's all or nothing. Yes! Could auto-resolve, but I'm not here to lose my dudes. Yeah, this is definitely just a have some fun type battle. Well, they accidentally nerfed Forbidden Rod. Accidentally nerfed it. Very different from intentionally. Technically, it does give you spell amplification now, which is interesting. All right, so the idea here, man, this map is bright. The idea here is to hopefully get him into a choke point somewhere. I guess my choke point possibilities are a little limited. This is a good one though. I think if I post up here, we're downhill, yes. Does it matter very much? The answer is no. And this seems concave. It's more on the just normal flat side, maybe slightly convex side of things. But it should do. It should be just good enough for these guns to get into position. All right, choke point is secured. We get that kill zone set up. And as long as I have enough bullets, it doesn't really matter how many units they have coming on in, because they should just get mulched. They should be completely stopped just by the shotguns. We'll see though. First volley comes out. Pretty good deeps. Astrogoth already moving on in for his first distractioning. Choke point's good. It's gonna force a lot of them into a bad position, but we do have a little bit of flanking coming on in. Now, flashbang is good. For whatever reason, the Blood Knights just were not moving. Now they're starting to move around. Couple bats. Overall, nothing too bad so far. You see this doggo flank? That's where it's gonna get a little sus. So we're going to start repositioning for that, because the middle is honestly completely fine. We're just gonna hammer this guy's face in with, unfortunately, not a shotgun. Trains are doing okay. This flank's coming a bit slower and doesn't have as much stuff, so I think we can more or less just ignore that. And then hopefully we can just catch these Blood Knights out nice and early. It's kind of jank. This hill's killing me. Here comes that infantry tide. Oh boy. This will certainly be an interesting battle. Now the middle line is almost completely shut down, so at least that's fairly good. Looks like they're a little timid over here too. So maybe we'll still be good. There's a lot of undead. I know many of you guys are probably sweating at how things are happening, but there you go. This is pretty good slow. Right as they are about to get in there. Get that Lord Loss penalty in. Trains are doing well enough, I think. Okay, here we go. And the engagement comes in. I see. Kind of a spicy engagement. We can use the turn fire method. I will have to focus fire the Blood Knights though. And yeah, we're gonna buff these guys up. Now, thankfully, most of these guys have ludicrous amounts of armor. So it's not like they're gonna die super quickly, except versus the Blood Knights. Let's see here. Astrogoth is winning his Duel of the Fates. Alright, I'm gonna need a peel for these guns though. Absolutely. Yeah, Vampire Count's kind of just walked in there. They don't route either, but one Blood Knight goes down. Black Knight should go down fairly soon too. We do have our back line of guns alive. And Astrogoth, there we go. Lord Loss penalty. Very nice, very nice. Next, we go for the Vampire Lord. Yep. Let's get that speed boost going. Let's turn and fire. There you go. Line of sight is looking decent. Okay. This might just end up becoming a game where we just kind of crumble them all away. Without both Vampire Lords, it's looking pretty rough. It looks like a lot of zombies. Trust me, this is actually much better than you'd expect. These trains are at full HP and there's like no more monstrous units, right? A little bit of a flashbang. Astrogoth is just clobbering this dude. What's this? Some major friendly fire? Oh, I completely missed a friendly fire. Whoops-a-daisies. It's fine though. Lord's almost dead. And then it will simply be waiting for them to crumble. They also aren't really that good at chasing off the blunderbusses, so anything that routes can just rally and participate once again in the massacre. There we go. Huge hit from Astrogoth. I think his fire damage is the thing that's cooking him. Nice. All right. Enemy Lord is dead. And now we can go for some sick train charges. Like this one. From downtown. And there it goes. Plows right through most of those skeletons. And then pushes through. We're using the hill to our advantage here. With these trains, we got another one loaded up and ready to go. Some more blunderbusses are back too. Marvelous. Hey, there we go. All right. And then we just keep on cycle charging. These trains are going to have hundreds of kills by the end of this fight, unless they hit army losses. Most of the blunderbusses are doing fine too in combat. Plus, we can increase their melee prowess. Okay, another big charge. All the trains can speed boost. And it's just these knights. It's just these black knights. And a little bit of focus fire shotgunning will definitely kill them. Huzzah! I bet you guys thought we were dead. Once again, I have pulled victory from the jaws of defeat. With the power of, I guess, just being really tanky. Zombie survival. I feel like zombie apocalypse movies would be way more boring if they just had chaos dwarf trains running over everything. Or maybe much more exciting. There we go. Leadership still holding fairly well. Let's get another train. Yeah, get him. Plow through. It's kind of slow, but it gets there eventually. Yeah. Oh. There we go. All right, keep cycle charging. Most of the blunderbusses are doing fine. A little bit of a rout over there, but nothing can kill these beasts. We got 500 kills on one of them. 250 on the others. Just a couple grave guard, realistically. There we go. Just keep buffing this up. Cloak of, yeah. Cascading Fire Cloak's not the worst here. It just doesn't last very long, but 70 melee defense is pretty jokes. Still, though, they continue to fight. Graveguard just bullying these guys. There we go. And there's army losses. All right. Brutal fight. A brutal fight. But we have shown that, indeed, the blunderbusses work against the undead. Mostly chaff, but there were some blood knights and graveguard. Also, yes, SSD is like almost required for Warhammer. Speeds things up so much. Will Flamestorm be allowed? I don't think I need magic. It's working fine enough. Here we go. Occupy as a tower? I don't know. Sure, why not? All right. That will give me replenishment. We destroy our buildings. And then I begin the long march. So start by going into camp stance, because these mountains are very perilous. We don't want to get ambushed or anything. We got the flash bomb. What's this? Vanguard, explosive missile damage. Dig in. That is... You get more range with the shotgun? Nah, let's just get that movement speed. Alright, Daikon doing pretty well. Alright. Our march continues. Still can't really recruit any of those friendly shotguns. Looks like Thorgrim has been defeated by the greenskins. That should make life a lot easier for us. Moving southwards. From 10-minute load screens to 1 minute. Yeah, SSD's so nice. Alright, and then there's Grimgor, who we will promptly be ignoring. And nice. Now, one of the best maps for us is going to be the underway map. So I'll happily just aggressively underway my way through here. Aggressive underways for the win. Any map, any underway map will be a massive advantage for us. At least against melee armies. Against dwarves, it's a bit more of a toss-up, but they usually don't have enough armor-piercing range to kill blunderbusses. Anyone tried out the Siege beta? Zerkovich made a video on it. Seems like it doesn't really change enough in my eyes. Really kind of hoping for more, but yeah. Rip your forge upgrades. Should still have some forge upgrades, right? The Hell Forge. Manufactory. Yeah, I got the black powder. I can give them, I don't really need extra reload. Or ammunition. Yeah, that's just not very useful. Alright, and away we go. Yeah, there he is. Mountain gun bad is in sight, man. Any of these upgrade my ranged? Reinforcement time. It's all pretty garble. Chaos Dwarf Tech Tree is not that exciting. Well, some of these other lines are definitely more exciting. Oh, alliance point gains. Sure. Sure. Nice. Tamarcon's just taking all my money. Hopefully Thorgrim doesn't have like flame cannons. I think artillery would be the worst. There goes Grimgore. But can you occupy? Do Chaos Dwarves always occupy major settlements at tier 1 unless you put the money in? Like unless you put Conclave influence in? That would be kind of sad. Alright. Here we go. Pyrrhic victory. I'll play the siege battle. Hey, thank you very much. Pickled radish. Thank you very much for the prime sub. Alright, now how do I do this siege battle? In theory, the walls are broken, right? Yeah, we gotta take Mount Gunbat. Oh wait, no, that's true. Mount Gunbat is a lame place. True, true. Should I just raise it then? Yo, Rome 1. I did not play Rome 1. Rome 1 feels like one of those ancient games to me though. But let's not make my viewers feel too old. When did Rome 1 come out anyways? How old was I when Rome 1 came out? Rome 1 release date. Rome 1 came out 2004. Wow. Ancient history right there. Yeah, okay. Honestly, that is this is mildly ancient. This is mildly ancient. It's not like mega ancient, but you can't say it's a recent release. All right, are they can these trains got to be good battering rams, right? So obviously the guns they don't really do that well shooting into the walls, but I guess by sheer volume of fire we're still doing damage anyways. So I guess it kind of works. All right, there we go. So the gate's open. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna park over here. Astrogoth is gonna get in there, and then I'm just gonna win with trains, right? I guess yeah, we just win with trains. Huzzah! Choo choo! All right. Oh my gosh, these things annihilate dwarves when they don't have cannons. And then, if I can just get a couple of these guys through, we should be fine. As it stands, it ain't too bad. We got a couple shotties through. We're gonna need more though. if we want to really get work done. Maybe I can get them to climb the walls so that they can shoot down into the low ground. Nice. Oh yeah, shotguns from the walls. Very, very nice. Get some money shots in there. All right. And then back to the battle. Yeah, it's all about just getting that formation going. You have to play it a little slow, but you can kind of push your way through the siege jank. Really want to get Chowie DLC just for the trains. They seem so fun. So the trains are definitely one of the more unique units in the game. Oh, jeez. Where'd that come from? Oh my gosh. We got blasting charged. But most of them are just like chariots though. Although they're definitely much chunkier than chariots. Are there any chariots that have as much mass? Not really, right? Gotta be careful though. Or if they get hella nerfed because of multiplayer. Probably not. I think at worst multiplayer will just increase their price. Okay, there we go. So they're down. And then they should be in army losses very soon. By my predictions, my army is simply too massive. What other chariot could haul a Dreadquake? I'm trying to think. There's got to be something, right? Let's see here. Yeah, like Ogre Kingdoms do have some artillery chariots, but they don't hit as crazy as the Dreadquakes. And also the Unbreakable's kind of huge. War Wagons, maybe? War Wagons, maybe. You know what? If you have a land ship in Empire, it's close-ish. Steam Tank, yeah. Steam Tank and land ship those are the closest things we got. Tomb King's Kitty, yep. In terms of just romping power. Honestly, you can just get a Stonehorn if you want to run over infantry. Alright, nice. So, yeah, I can only get this at level 2. Which is kind of sad. I'll take it, though. Making our way to Thorgrim. The Grudge Bearer himself. He shall stand no chance. Especially with the trains. The trains are kind of crazy. What is this? Oh, that's not a good trade anymore. Sure, I don't know. Let's just do this. Alright. Back to the romping. Scarbrand hauling a Dreadquake mod. Scarbrand should just carry a Dreadquake in his arms. And then just point blank shoot people with it. Or just like turn the cannon, point it straight down over people, and then just fire, right? Doesn't make sense at all, but I feel like that would be quite the sight to see. Any single entity with a good charging animation is a chariot. Oh, hey, let's go. Survived the rebellion. All right, here we go. Let's get in there. So we're going to underway. An underway right here. So far, there's no Thorgrim Grudge Bearer. You're Thorgrim, where you at? Dreadsorian is a chariot. I feel like chariots, though, they're very identifiable by their high armor. Then again, a Dreadsorian also has high armor. Thorgrim. Thorgrim is, you know, in vibes he gets there. Usage-wise, though. Whoops, I just sacrificed one of our members. It's fine. All right. The first battle against the dwarves at the high place. They've brought goblin hewers. And otherwise, it's a melee corps. A lot of regiments of renown. This should be hilariously one-sided. Hello, dwarves. 300 clan rats can carry a dreadquake. Pretty sure they'd be too malnourished. 300 well-fed clan rats, though. It'd be like those nurglings that carry Gugath, but much less happy. Oh, yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, you actually just brought it up. Yeah, just brought it up. All right, so we want to be a fairly dense formation if we're to make this work. You want to go fairly dense with your gun line. You're not going to get flanked. So you just want to make sure that anything that gets close to you gets immediately blasted. Not too many overlapping lines of fire, but that's okay. Start off by charging these slayers. Maybe we can get them dismounted off of that artillery piece. Oh boy, here we go. Most of the Dawi forces have arrived. And I'll just let them walk into me, right? Should be fairly manageable. Get a little bit of a slow in there. And so it begins. Yeah, Brotherhood of Grimnir are going down pretty fast. Dwarves, known for their extremely high leadership, though, refuse to rout despite rather extreme losses. Will the Brotherhood actually make it, though? Will they actually make it? No! The answer is no. They get obliterated. Very nice, very nice. So now with these guys freed up, they can pivot and start getting flanking shots on these guys. And then it's just the heroes. The heroes will be a little bit more of an issue. Same with some of the slayers, but nothing we haven't been able to deal with before. Yeah, there's that flanking shot. A little bit of terror routing with the trains that are just gliding through his infantry like no one's business. Very nice. These guys are just on distraction duty. Not bad. Hammerers are no more. Whirlers are going down. Whew. It's a bloodbath. All right, I think I can start taking out the heroes now. Now that most of these guns have just deleted this left flank. So I got to turn over here, and then I got to start pulling away so that they get their shots off. Fire! Dang it! Took a little too long to fire, sadly. It can be a little jank, sadly. I will say the artillery definitely hurts. Artillery is very accurate on legendary difficulty. Let's see here. Trains are doing okay. Maybe not really meant to be caught up in slayers, but they're doing all right. Ooh, maybe if I just kill their lord, they'll hit army losses, and the artillery will leave me alone. Goblobber's nearly down. Come on, army losses. How much range do blunderbusses have? Only 90. Though that is the same range as like a that is the same range as like a Marauder Horsemaster. It's manageable. It's manageable. Ooh, there we go. That's a shot on the Lord that I needed. Okay, nice. He's routed, so he will run out into the open where he will be obliterated. In the meantime, cannons are doing well. I don't think we lost any of these dudes. Definitely a sketchy battle, but yeah, there's army losses. Nice. There goes their lord. All right, and then it's just this guy, Herrick. We got a slayer. Let's line it up. We got all the guns. And there we go. Pretty good damage. Although he does live. Let's see. I just gotta make sure none of these guys die. All right, yeah. There we go. And he's dead. Great success. A good start. This was not a full Dwarven 20 stack, but it was definitely a fairly elite army. I'll take it. Why is this short king so fast? Yeah, he has a mech suit that he made himself, which is kind of insane technology wise. Just being able to make a full body mech, but there you go. Straight up 40k business in here. Army lossing Dawi, yeah. Yeah, kind of difficult. Goblin Hewers though were no match. And that is going to be our first victory against the Dawi. As long as they don't attack me shortly after. Phew. I see. That is a large army. It's a lot of hammerers. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. You guys don't worry. If it's just the one army, I think I could probably make it work with the trains. Another thing I can do is I can post up here and retreat. So I can heal. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see here. Oh, at the high place, I can also try and dissuade them from... No laborers here, though. No laborers. Is there a laborer transfer panel? There should be, right? Okay, wait. How do I transfer laborers? It's been so long. Let's see here. Military convoys. There should be a way, right? Am I crazy? Am I just remembering the Dark Elf mechanic? At the top? Thank you. Alright. Basic Chaos Dwarf mechanics. Okay, so I gotta move them to Mount Gunbad. Summary. Okay. What? It's called the Dead Rock Gap? Okay. So I want to move these guys into here. It's gonna cost me a little bit of money. It's fine. I made out of money. And then, yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, we're saved. We're saved. Not a problem. More. Get them more. What? That's gonna cost 700. Any of these decrease the labor cost of upgrading? You know what? Sure. We do this. All right. All right. That'll do. That'll do. It's as upgraded as I can make it. That should help versus this crazy hammerer tide if they decide to attack me. You never know. They might not. And they decide to attack me. Now, I can fight this, lose it, and retreat. This shouldn't actually be too impossible to fight. Or I just retreat for safety. You know what? Maybe I just quick save. It is just hammerers, right? It's just a bunch of gold chevron hammerers. My guns are kind of a little worse for wear. Astrogoth could probably put a good beating on. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna retreat. I'm gonna give him the settlement. I'm gonna heal and then take it back. Easy peasy. Easy, easy peasy. You have one wish for Chowie improvements, and that's that the Hellforged upgrades just have a fixed cost per unit. Like greenskins. Oh, that'd be interesting. I don't really mind the constant cost though. That's just me though. Alright, so do I just go for it? I think I go for this encamp stance. Let them come to me and then we're good. I have an hour, by the way, left in this stream before I gotta go. Or like 50 minutes. There's billions of hammerers. Terrifying. Hey, nice. His name is Oathkeeper. He's 100% attacking. Let's go. Fairly manageable fight, I'd say. 'Tis but a few hammers. There aren't that many choke points in this area, but once I get the underway stance, we'll be good. Constant cost is annoying once you're in the late game. I guess I haven't really gone to a late game Chowie campaign. All right, here we go. So, very dense formation. We got our trains. Astrogoth and crew are here to cause issues at the beginning. So obviously the artillery pieces here, they hurt. Quite a bit too, but the trains cannot be stopped. They can just beeline straight for it. Astrogoth is, I guess he's on distraction duty for a little bit. I don't know if he has the mass to actually get out of those hammers. But that should be good enough. There we go, artillery's down. And once this just becomes a hammerer fest, I think I'll be good. If they ever make it to my front line though, I'm definitely losing a lot of units. So it's super important that we get the focus fires and hopefully rout them off. Do they have ITP? They don't have ITP. Very nice. They don't have ITP in multiplayer. But I think there's a campaign tech that can give it to them. So, very good to see, which means that the trains will absolutely be able to help us out here. So let's just get going. Let's use that janky fireball thingy. Janky fireball, breath attack, whatever it does. Yeah, there we go. It just disappears. I can't tell if it's actually doing something or not. Anyways, there it goes. And so begins the initial grind. Now, these guys are not unbreakable. So if we kill their lord, it's a big plus. But I need him to get a little bit closer first before we can actually snipe him. Because he's going to be a tanky fellow for sure. Thankfully for me, I have a slow. And now he's in close fire range. You can see that tankiness really kicking in though. Hopefully I'm not wasting too many of these shots just trying to kill this guy when I should be shooting at hammerers instead. Definitely a sketchy choice to make. Looks like he is maybe going to rout. It's gonna be close. Oh my goodness. I think he routs though. Yeah, he does indeed rout. Okay, and the guns stand their ground. A simple Thane is no problem for the might of the Chaos Dwarves. So if I just focus fire him now, I should be good. Castellan will probably die. But the Lord Lost penalty is now active. Here we go. All right. Oh, Castellan died. He died as he lived, doing basically nothing. Although losing out on his slow is kind of rough. Oh boy. All right, there we go. And nice. Then we go and fire over here. And I believe we've done it. A sketchy fight though. I'm gonna have to take Thorgrim's capital soon before we get wrecked here. I think I also lost an Iron Demon. I'm going to have to figure out my re-recruitment plans because without replenishment, we definitely fall a little behind. Trains gotta back it up. Astrogoth has to run for his life too. That's a little unfortunate. Yeah, it's actually it's a little, you know, it's a little harder fighting dwarves. It's a little harder fighting dwarves than I thought it would be. There we go. Ooh. Oh, you know what I could do? I could make use of my allied recruitment. Allied recruitment could save my butt here. If I don't have access to recruiting blunderbusses. Or I like level up a settlement. Which is like plan B. But I do need laborers for that. I do need that labor. Okay, there we go. That should be army losses now. Should be. Holy crap, it's not army losses. It ain't army losses. Thane's almost dead. Okay. I think this is one random engineer is just cooking. Alright. Here we go. Got a sus. Trains are still there, though. Trains are still there. I really don't want to lose this train, though. But we kind of need it. Okay, they have one hammer. It's because I've taken so much damage that I haven't been able to get them to army losses. Train gets in, though. Alright, Astrogoth is here. And the guns can kill off that dude. Train can probably kill off the quarrelers too if it just speed boosts to them. Nice. Alrighty. Dwarves ending up being a little bit more of a problem than I gave them credit for. But there we go. Great success. Great success. Alright. Phew. Okay, I'm going to need a little bit more, a few more units here for sure. Trains kept blasting my blunderbusses. Yeah, I saw that. So we're down one train. I think we keep most of the blunderbusses though. Oh boy. Can we get to Thorgrim? Can we defeat Thorgrim? Dwarves putting up a good fight. I got a lot of chevrons though, that's a plus. And okay, yeah, only down one train. Only the one train. Alrighty, and we get the replenishment with the retreat. Nice. No re-recruitment or anything. Okay, what are we looking at here? Do I have allied recruitment? Yes. Okay, alright. Sick. Yeah, so I can allied recruitment my way to victory. Huge. Absolutely huge. Alright, so one thing we gotta do. Any of these useful? Not really. I don't even have Flames of Asgore. So I guess we are sticking with I'll just upgrade Astrogoth, why not? This should be a pretty easy victory. Valiant defeat, wowza. Yeah, this should be a pretty easy victory. It's not only war. Yeah, I know. Everyone just wants a piece of this business. And then I can just re-recruit the trains. Chaos Dwarves are allied with themselves. That makes sense. But yeah, I can re-recruit the train and we're basically still at full force. Minus the Castellan. But he was kind of being janky anyways. Alright. Much smaller, much more routable Dwarven army. Here we go. And this one I should just be able to march in and kill him. The biggest threat are the crossbows and the cannons. Cannon whiffs, thank goodness. And as soon as the crossbows are shut down, that is when we can move in with our guns. Okay, first things first up. And there we go. So I'll bully some quarrelers. Great shotgun blast on these guys. Plowing right through them like no one's business. Okay, nice. So that's basically all the guns shut down now. There's not much left they can do there. Next up, kill the miners with blasting charges. Blasting charges will wreck my guys. Even if they do have armor. Just Fill them full of lead. Hopefully they're out too. Distraction train working pretty well. Even got them to friendly fire blasting charge a little bit. And a terror out. Huge. There we go. All right, nice. And then the rest should be fairly simple. After I shut down that artillery piece. Definitely want to kill the Thane. They've been super annoying. And then hopefully I can knock down the Norgrimlings. I don't actually know how this works. But I think if they're constantly getting shot, they'll never actually complete their throwing animation. And then easy victory. Looking like, dang, their shields. Shields kind of cooking. They got their volley off. Pretty huge damage. Pretty huge damage. But we definitely still win this battle as their lord is now dead. Army losses shall be mine. Good stuff. Not the worst. Not the worst. Definitely need that extra train though. Maybe I can get the settlement at tier 2? No, I don't have enough like weapon supplies or whatever. Oh boy. Honestly, the Dwarven auto-resolve is not that far off from how things would actually play out. Yeah, you can't cheese the recruitment with allied recruitment. Like, you can't beat the caps. But it's still well worth it to have the ally, because if I lose any units, I can bring them back. So I can wait 2 turns while that plague slowly wears off. All right, almost there, almost there. And then we'll just go for Thorgrim's capital. Go for the throat. I'm just gonna underway straight there and hope for the best. Rather terrifying position though. He has a lot of territory. But maybe he's overextended. I have not checked how many wars he's in. Capturing his capital without adequate magic. I don't need magic. Okay, plague is a problem though. Where I can get rid of a plague. Dude, if I get plagued, that would be real bad. Perfect vigor, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, I'll take perfect vigor. Yeah, there we go. Nice, in case I got a super late game cycle charge or something. Alright, come on. 1 turn. Just give me 1 turn. 1 turn, no plague. Otherwise, we're just gonna be sick in our beds for the next little while. That would definitely stall us out quite a bit. If you ally recruit from the same race, do you still get the red line skill buffs? I don't know. I think so. Because it counts as the same unit. Yeah, it's a Skaven plague for sure. Which means that it will be massive attrition. Its Skaven plagues suck. Come on, big money. Looks like we're in the clear. Looks like we're in the clear. All right. Sick. Next up. The Pillars of Grugni. We will make our base camp right by Thorgrim's capital, and then we will go for the big play. Definitely more on the sus side, as Thorgrim's armies can really show up from anywhere now. Some random Skaven. Nice. So Thorgrim's probably fighting Skaven. And he didn't show up. The only thing that showed up was Snorri, I guess. Not too bad, actually. And then we just take a settlement with trains, right? No magic needed. All right, 6. So this is a decisive victory. 0 losses, hell yeah. We'll occupy it as a factory. And we'll take the lay of the land. Looks like Thorgrim is indeed kind of just, yeah, he just has nothing. I guess the hammerer stack was the only thing he could field against us. Just in case. Just in case we do this. So the Silver Road. Give me that. Give me that. I need a... There you go. Yeah. Build the fortification. Build it again. Alright, so now my army should be relatively safe from anything that he throws at me. I could even get another train if I want. But I think we have enough to take Karazakarak if he doesn't bring in some reinforcements. So I'm going to recruit this, but I'm not going to actually keep it. We aren't actually going to keep it. I just want to have it in case we're going to have to sit here a little bit longer. Stanzo, looks like Thorgrim's actually getting beat up pretty bad. He got to 8 peaks, but... Queek is a menace there for sure. He didn't build walls. Yeah, he didn't build walls. We could take him out without walls, though. Snorri would solo your army in lore? Absolutely. Absolutely. If this game was loreful, though, Kolek would just, like, delete walls and basically everything, right? Like, Kolek's just a complete raid boss in lore. Okay, yeah, so there he is. He has singular army and march stance. But the time to strike is now. Karazakarak shall be ours. Alright. As long as I can actually get into the settlement, the guns will be really good. The Battle of Karazakarak. Man, this map, though. Karazakarak should be a way better map. I'm so sad that we don't have much better maps. Especially in Warhammer 2 when there were those community maps that were just so epic. So would Croak. Croak would solo the entire continent. Lorefully. Alright. So we have a breach. We have a good old pre-battle breach in the wall. Let's do it. And so begins our march. Okay, that's a lot of troll hammers, bro. I don't like that very much. Alright, plan B. I'm not gonna rush the troll hammers on the wall. That's a terrible idea. We're instead going to do this. Settle for less. Trains will do great. Their little tower there gets a little bit of damage, but this is definitely still worth it. To relocate, get them out of position. And if I can actually post my guns up on these walls, they are absolutely done for if I just fight in this courtyard. It will take a hot second, though. Apparently the trains do not do a lot of damage to the gatehouse. Can Astrogoth kick down the gate? He's doing his best, just... Yeah, I think he does it faster than the trains. Sure, sure. Alright, let's climb these walls. And then we just kind of shoot down into there. A couple gyrocopters will definitely not be an issue. And there we go. The gates are open. Points again captured. And I believe we're already in a fairly decent position now. I just got to make sure that we play this out properly. Kolek was imprisoned in a glacier, huh? How'd that happen? Is this the new siege testing stuff? No. Honestly, it doesn't seem like the siege testing stuff, the siege beta really adds much. So it's not really super worth it for me to go out of my way to switch between versions when we gotta play multiplayer. If I ever do find the time though, I will test it. You can see that high ground there. They're just pummeling away at them longbeards. Get another money shot. Yeah, there we go. Pretty good. Pretty good value. And then the AI, as they relocate, they're just gonna get shot to bits. And we have our position. One thing that they did change, by the way, in the new beta, they did change the pathing. So if you open a gate and you tell people to get to the other side of the wall, they will all actually go through the gate instead of climbing ladders like before. It's very janky before. Yeah, Kolak should be super huge. I think Kolak is supposed to be like twice the size that he is in game. But I think CA wouldn't really be able to make that work faithfully. He's supposed to be taller than the walls here, right? But then like, then he just wouldn't fit through the gate. Which, you know, there's ways to fix it, but I don't think CA got that budget. Alright, good stuff. The walls are breached. I just have to find my way into this high ground. It's a little janky. Can I shoot this? The idea of shooting a barricade to death is hilarious. And indeed it is possible. So we'll just blast it. I guess I can also shoot the piercing tower here so we take a little bit less damage. And then it's figuring out where we're heading. So there's a barricade here with some thunderers I can bully. Barricade does take a long time to actually shoot to death, so I guess it does make sense. There we go. And yeah, I think we can kind of just push our way through here. The Dread Saurian is the biggest unit we can realistically get. Well, the Thunder Barge is actually, isn't the Thunder Barge bigger? So CA can go bigger with flying units, if you're willing to count that. Dread Saurian is definitely the biggest land creature that we will see, though. I'd be really surprised if CA manages to get something even bigger, but maybe we'll get something of the same size, you know? Maybe we'll get Ind and Koresh and they'll have like some sick, ginormous beast. Maybe. Air is infinite space, kind of. How big of an air unit could we possibly see? You know what? Just make Kolak an air unit. I'm sure you could figure it out. Make him a janky flying unit. And then just like, you know, like, as far as the game is concerned, he's a flying unit. That'll let him walk over everything. Right? But he has like some legs with some reverse kinematics to make it look like he's walking. The problem is that, you know, wherever he steps, it should be dealing damage, right? And it just wouldn't if they implement it that way. Or like, or not Kolak, but like his Papa Kolak. I'm sure there's a mod that makes it work. Alright, nice. Trains are nearly in, and then as soon as I capture this point, then we're good. Honestly, this is pretty chill. Siege Battle AI is just not really well equipped to deal with this kind of slow gun push. They move in a little bit piecemeal and end up getting shot up. They separate their forces. Although time is of the essence with all the towers, but yeah, the army's actually really beat up here. Jeez. Now, had he built a garrison, we would have been so screwed, but this absolutely is going well for us. Long as we keep our trains moving around here, ain't no problem. These trains are kind of insane. Honestly, if I wasn't allowed to use the trains and I only had shotguns, I think it would probably still be doable. Because I would just have more shotguns, right? But for sure the trains are helping, man. Trains are helping a lot. Like, look at this. They have, what? Yeah, already more than 300 kills between them. Very nice. Though, the AI actually walled me off. Impressive. Do they have anything that can defeat them, though? It appears not. Star Dragons are also huge. Oh, really? How big are Star Dragons supposed to be? In theory, shouldn't they be, like, smaller than, the Shredder of Lustria? Is the Shredder of Lustria supposed to be even bigger than it is in-game? I would not be surprised. Alright. Big routes. Then we go over here. Blast these long beards. And then we're good to go. Just the final stretch. That should be army losses, alright? After these long beards, it's like nothing left. I guess they have a lot of artillery pieces. Man, these trains are insane, though. So the gold chevron ones, yeah, they cause terror. They have Strider. Pretty hype. No, best way to end this? Just go in for the back cap. AI, in no way can they just stop me from doing this. Never mind, they just stopped me from doing it. Come on. I just want to get the sick back cap with the trains. But I have to re-secure this first. What a ripoff. They'll probably get army lost then before that happens, right? Star Dragons were described as the size of a planet at one point. Okay, that seems a little bit excessive. I think that's not an actual accurate description of a Star Dragon, right? Planets are kind of big, I don't know. Lizardmen have the Thunder Lizard that's supposed to be even bigger. Oh my goodness. Necrosphinx is also supposed to be huge. I assume building size. Alright, nice. There's a capture point. And then we go back. Over here. And then we capture their home points. And then the dwarves have nothing left. And victory is ours. Huzzah! Huzzah! Don't know how you actually capture a point with trains, but whatever. Great success. Lots of routes. And Thorgrim Grudgebearer is no more. Nice. This was a fun little campaign. Lots of shooting. Managed to win with a handful of blunderbusses. They'll be writing stories of this. And Karaza Karak fell to 700 dwarves with shotguns and 3 trains. Kemric Titan or whatever they're called. The huge scarab constructs. Like tomb scorpions? Or is it like an even bigger tomb scorpion? Like a gigantor tomb scorpion? Alright, nice. And we get a tower. Success! I can even recruit more trains here if I really want to. Good stuff. He's not going to sue for peace though, unfortunately. And his balance of power is massive compared to mine. But I think we successfully took our vengeance against dwarves. He just let you spank him? Dude, I had to kill a whole army of hammers. What do you mean? I will say though, it could have been much harder for sure. I'll take it though. I do have to go, by the way, so that's why we are trying to rush towards the ending here. But I think that was a fairly satisfying day. It's got an absurd number of guns. We can recruit more trains or what have you. We have our settlement. This is a little bit of a low level, but it's done. All right. Yeah, the hammer stack was very scary. Nigh unbreakable stack of armor-piercing infantry. But yeah, I gotta head out. Tomorrow is going to be the Nurgle day. Tomorrow is the Nurgle day. Thank you very much to all the members, Patreon supporters, and Twitch supporters alike. Unfortunately, this thing's a little cut off. I still don't know exactly what's wrong with it. But yeah. Hope to see you guys later. Okay, you know what? I think I just jeez, I'm just gonna have to settle for that. All right, well, that's janky. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much to my fleet admirals, Clint, Terry Tarkleby, Pops, Miss New Booty, and the Patreon supporters, Kakulandia, Charlie, and Benjo. Hopefully Nurgle doesn't suck tomorrow. Hopefully Nurgle is not terrible. Fingers crossed.